Welcome back to Last Ship to Lazmir for what is going to be the final installment if it kills me. I am Backwater J. I am the DM of this campaign. Starting over here with, let's start from this, so be on the right layer here. Start at this end because she's cooking right now. Vanessa, why don't you introduce your character and yourself?
Hi, I'm Vanessa. I play Inanna. That is a fallen Asmar bard/rogue. And she is currently in a bit of a pickle. But I'm sure if you watched the last installment, you already know that she can't breathe air.
Among other things.
Among other things, there's other things that she currently can't do, but if she dies, she dies. We'll just remake her as somebody else and use the same name, call it something different.
It'll be your twin sister, Banana.
Did you just say banana?
Banana.
I hate you so much. And for anybody who's wondering, I am currently shredding cheese with a lemon zest. You're welcome for that vital piece of information.
Now they're going to show up to your house with torches and pitchforks. You know that.
Well, can you just show up to my house with a cheese grater? That would be great.
Maybe after the torches and pitchforks.
Yeah. Well, then showing up with a cheese grater would be greater than showing up with pitchforks and torches.
I see what you did there.
Oh my Anyways, moving on.
Next on. Ben, why don't you introduce yourself and your character?
Thorgrim Steelbane. I am a dwarven cleric of the Dwarf Forge God. I am here to bring back glory and treasure to the glorious dwarven houses.
Okay. And
has he found any so far? No.
And didn't you lose your hammer last session?
Yes, we did.
So that's going to be fun.
Many very fun things happened last session, which hopefully we'll be resolving. In any case,
hopefully, if we can all stay on
Electra
task.
Ninja, please introduce yourself and your character.
Deity, Electra Ninja here from Electra Ninja's lab. I play Perry the Parrot and Pirate. I'm Narakakra, who lost an eye a long time ago and now uses a really cool eye. And I also use a gun and a sword. Fight me.
And he most recently lost the will to live. What a catch!
Nah, I think that was a lapse of judgment, and then he recovered.
All right. And last but not least, Daishana, why don't you introduce your character? You there, Daishana?
Daishana? Oh no, where'd Daishana go?
Looks like he's trying to talk and nothing's coming out. Let me make sure I've got his volume's up.
That's how a woman should be. Sorry.
All right. Daishana, if you can hear me, you might try rejoining the voice chat because we're not hearing you. Meanwhile, I guess
we should probably briefly mention the other two who are no longer here. Aaron, who was played by Joker, I guess she died in the cascading of the maelstrom.
You lost sight of her basically when you were basically being pulled in the second time by the maelstrom.
We should probably just say that she died because of the fact that she's not here.
We probably should leave those decisions up to the DM.
Fair point.
In any case, Yeah, and our other character who is sure not appearing in this campaign.
Yeah. Was supposed to appear, never appeared.
Yeah, he had a character. Had plans for that, but people have busy lives, and I understand this was kind of a weird thing.
No, you don't, Jay. Don't pretend to understand that other people have busy lives.
What is this life you speak
You're just
of?
as livid.
In any case,
Yes.
since I'm not hearing anything from Daishana right now, I'm going to go ahead and start off with Perry. You have washed up on the shore. There's some right about there, yes. Very loud thrumming noise, but you're basically used to that by now. You are bedraggled, like beaten near death, and that somehow have like managed to survive this. But you are not in good shape. There's no one and nothing with. Actually, you can't really see.
I fell asleep, so I technically got a short rest or something.
You fell unconscious.
Yeah.
Not asleep.
Wait.
Yeah. In order to have a short rest, well. Yeah, actually, yeah. It's been long enough at this point. It's been long enough at this point. Then yes, you've had a short rest while you were unconscious because you can't have done anything other than be carried by the waves. But yeah, you wake up on this beach. You don't have dark vision, right?
No.
So you can't see really a thing. I mean, you can see maybe a foot in front of your face just from the ambient light that filters in from the top of the whirlpool. But yeah, you can see nothing at this point.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna unfurl my wings, and I'm going to start heading. I don't know, whatever direction I think is towards the ship.
I'm gonna be fair about this. I'm gonna have you roll something, but it's not gonna be an easy roll. Assuming your sheet will load for me. Let me try reloading this. I will have you. You know what? Roll me a survival if you have it. If not, a straight wisdom check.
Survival. That was a really good roll.
That was a really good roll. Okay. So you figured out basically that your surefire way of finding the ship is to follow the perimeter of this thing, rather the shoreline, essentially, of this large pool. This should give me high or low.
High.
Okay. And you are flying at this point?
Yeah, I'm flying pretty high. Just high enough that I can see the shore.
Well, that's not going to be very high at all then, because, as I said, it's almost pitch black in here.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, so you basically, if you hover above ground level, essentially, and do your flying, yeah, you can pretty much see where you're going. It takes you probably about an hour. Eventually, you do see some light in the distance, and you're going to close with the camp. But we will come back to you. Daishana, are you in the chat at this point? All right.
Still no Daishana. Where did Daishana go?
Well, that's okay. Let us then. Let's see. Daishana's going to be involved in that scene. So let's go to Vanessa. So basically, you have been to recap, you have basically made a deal with this little worm creature that's now inside of you. You've gone down into the pool inside of the hidden chamber and come out of it unable to breathe air, but able to breathe water. And at this point, basically, more or less everybody has left. Some people, Thorgrin and Perry and Aaron, both, all three of them rather, have basically been attempting to escape via these these pump assemblies. And you're not sure what's happened to them. And Daishana basically went off looking for them. So of course you have, your crew and passengers are in the immediate vicinity, unless you have gone away from them for whatever reason. But you are still unable to breathe air. So what do you do?
I shall speak to my little friend, I guess, whatever you want to call her. So you're a servant of this god of mischief and mayhem and mild inconveniences. What the fuck is going on?
Kilvar Shanuth, yes. Well, what do you refer to? Many things are going on.
How about the fact that I can't breathe air?
Ah, yes. You have been blessed by the Master.
That doesn't seem like much of a blessing. I'd like to breathe oxygen, please.
Well, you breathe oxygen, just not from the air.
I couldn't hear you, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Say that again.
In time, this will wear off, if you wish it to do so. But consider the blessing that you have been given, particularly in your present environs.
Well, how do you expect me to get other people to help change or lower those levers if I can't go to shore and speak with them?
You have a voice, do you not?
I do, but I can't use my voice unless I'm underwater so that I can breathe air. Do I have some kind of siren song you want me to use? Because this doesn't seem to be working.
Let me see.
Oh.
Vanessa, high or low?
Hi.
Ooh, very nice.
Like a bird.
Very nice. Let's see who we have here. This is my DM screen. So, let's see who is nearby. One more. Okay, so you basically see in the immediate vicinity, there is the. I'm not positive if you ever met this guy. I think you did at some point. But basically, you see the pilot of the ship, who is. Let me pull him on the map here. This guy. He's kind of a pudgy gentleman, kind of long, kind of mousy blonde hair. He looks like he is basically on the shore, like basically fishing. You're not sure if there are any fish in these waters, but he's giving it a go. There is also kind of a bedraggled-looking youth. He looks to be about 17. From the tatters of his uniform, you assume this is basically one of the stewards. There is also... Oh, this guy. This is fun. We haven't used him yet. So you see basically... and I will actually read you a description on this guy once I have it open. Are you, by the way, you're still not in Roll20, right?
What? currently.
Okay, just making sure that before I start describing things that are
Rolling for me.
Rolling for you, describing things that you can see on screen, etc. Where is this? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Oh, I hurt my finger.
Make sure to run it under cold water.
All right, this is.
I'm not gonna run it under cold water. What do you think I am, a child? I'm gonna let it blister like a real woman.
No, you put butter on it. That's how you do it.
Butter.
That's like the worst.
Cheese.
That's like the worst thing you can do for a burn, by the way.
Cheese. I just don't have grater.
You have lesser cheese then, huh?
I hate you.
So you see, basically, again, he's very bedraggled looking. Everybody here pretty much is at this point. He's in his late 20s. He's dressed in a ripped up doublet, what looked like it used to be deep purple velvet, with like what you assume were like really poofy sleeves that are now just kind of hanging limp from all the waterlogging. He's got kind of deep golden brown hair that's like very curly. And he's just kind of strolling along the beach looking around. But all these guys are basically within, say, 10 feet or so of where you are.
Okay. I want to go up to the poofy, non-poofy sleeved man.
Okay.
And say, good morrow. What's your name? I'm Inanna.
Okay. All right. You say good morrow, and he kind of starts just kind of looking around, like seeing where the voice is coming from. It takes him a few seconds, and finally he kind of looks out on the water and like sees you underneath there. Roll something else for him. At first you basically see it looks like he's basically getting ready to like jump in the water, and then he kind of seems to realize that you're talking underwater, that you seem to be okay down there and not like drowning. So he goes up to the edge of the water and says, Inanna, was it? Splendid to meet you.
Inanna.
Yes,
It's great to meet you.
I suppose I should address the elephant in the room first. Why are you underwater? More to the point, why are you all right in speaking when you're under the water?
Dave, what's that thing that I have that thing where I can speak to somebody within like a mile radius, or like a couple radius. It's like one of my spells.
Let me take a look
here. And I
here.
can whisper it to like a certain person.
Let's see. No, that's on your character sheet. Okay. Let's see. You have message. So what that does, I'll go ahead and just link it to chat here so everybody can read. Speaking of, do I have that up on this window? No, I don't. Okay. Okay, point your finger toward a creature within range and whisper a message. Target and only target. Here's the message that you can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. Cast a spell through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and know it is beyond the barrier. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, you can do that. Now, bear in mind it has to be somebody that you can see.
Oh, no, it's not even that. I just wanted to know what it was called so that you could roll me a persuasion so that I can fake like I'm doing that.
You're trying to fake it?
Basically, what I'm trying to say is that I'm going to tell him that I'm using this ability to send a message to him, even though I'm underwater and just
okay.
I'm relaxing within the water, but I wish to speak with him, and so I'm using this property or gift that I have in order to speak with him.
That
and
sounds
so I
like
need you to roll me a persuasion for that.
Now that's a deception, is what that is.
Deception?
Which is better. Actually, no,
it's
the same roll for you, anyways. Oh, a spell, you say? How fascinating. I had no idea there were ladies such as yourself versed in the arcane arts aboard this, previously aboard this ship. Sad turn of events, really.
It truly is, but I may have a way to get us out of this predicament if you wish to help me.
Oh, do tell.
So, if you are able to, I need a few other strong crewmen there's a small tunnel beneath the water, a very short distance, mind you, and we need to simply pull some levers down, and it will drain the water so that we can use the tunnel to get out.
I see. Well, very well. I shall return to you shortly then. He kind of basically moves off, and...
Perfect. Thank you.
Yep. Roll. All right, and let's roll persuasion for this guy, which means I need a sheet open for him.
Is Deshauna back yet?
I would assume so, as I haven't heard anything. I mean, I would assume not.
You would assume so? There you go. I was like, wait a second.
Listen to what I mean, not what I say.
Yeah, but sometimes what you mean is just as wrong as what you say.
You're supposed to read my mind.
Well, I always read your mind, Jay. If you give me one break.
Alright, well this is doing stupid things again, so let me just... It takes him a few minutes. He does return with a few, look like deckhands, basically. There's about 3 of them.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your help.
You are quite welcome, Inanna.
If you wouldn't mind, we will exchange. If we get into... I'm sorry, I can't talk right now. Hold on. Let me piece together what I'm going to say. Hold on. Rebooting. Gentlemen, if you would kindly get into the water, we can grab each other's ankles, and I will lead you down into the tunnel, and we can drain the water out so that we can all escape.
All right. I'm trying to visualize what you mean by grabbing each other's ankles. Are you basically going to attempt to like guide them, like by them grabbing your ankles, or?
Yeah. So basically, like one person, maybe like the poopy shirt guy, would grab my ankle, and the next person behind would grab ankles, and we'd kind of use feet and arms. Because how else am I supposed to lead them down there? It's really dark, and I'm assuming none of them have dark vision.
Yeah, they all look like humans to you, so probably not. Yeah, okay. So let me roll. Let's see. We'll call him the green one here.
No idea how I'm going to keep them alive down there, but we'll do our darndest.
So basically, let me actually roll one more time for them. Let's see here. All right, so you pass through this tunnel. Of course, everyone else is blind, and you're kind of, dragging people along, so it's a little bit awkward. You do feel like occasionally, like one of them bumps against the walls of the cavern. You come out on the other side. One of the deckhands has just fallen unconscious, but it looks like basically the next one in line was able to like grab him and just yank him along until he was above above water. He starts basically kind of pumping on his chest, trying to get the water out of his system.
Oh,
Let me actually move you onto this map.
See, I don't know how to rescue a person in that situation. I'm more of the person to let them die. So this is a hard situation for me to come up with. Hold on, I have to think about this for a second.
I just realized I'm putting the map up that you can't see. That you're the only one in character that actually can see it at this point. But yeah, we'll deal with that.
Oh, we're doing the little tunnel thingy, right?
Yeah, you're actually at this point you've just emerged into the chamber. Yeah, let's see. These guys are just going to be no-name crewmans. So basically, just as a reminder here, you got basically this huge chamber. The floor of this chamber is just like slimy and slick. Along the walls are all these glass pods filled with a greenish fluid. In the middle is a pool filled with the same greenish fluid, and altar barely within your line of sight out in the pool that has basically a bunch of humanoid corpses impaled on its horns that are kind of slowly draining blood into the water.
The corpses.
Yep, there are corpses in here.
I forgot about the corpses. That might be a little off-putting to people.
Yeah, you could say they're just a little bit disturbed. There are also living people inside of these pods, and having been through the experience that you've been through, it's a pretty good guess that they've been subjected to whatever you've been subjected to, because they seem to be breathing all right in there.
Yeah.
But yes, very disturbing to those that haven't laid eyes on this stuff yet.
Right. Don't mind them. I know it's quite a grotesque scene. I'm an experienced person, but I will say that this is a chamber for a dark deity, and if we can drain the water out, then we can get rid of some of this power and we can set these people free. So, thoughts, questions, comments, concerns? Great. Let's head over to these levers over here, alright? Alright.
I'm gonna roll just a general composure for these guys. The Ponzi rich guy looks just like frozen in shock as he's like looking around like he is like in the middle of some horror movie. He's just frozen there, just jaw gaping. The sailors look like they're taking it in stride. I mean, it's obviously disturbing to them, but they're in here to do a job and they're going to do it. They after a few minutes, basically the other guy does revive. The one that has passed out.
Oh, great. So I didn't really have to worry about that at all.
Yeah, no, they're used to dealing with drowning people.
Right. Wouldn't really bother me too much right now because I can't fucking drown.
By the way, you are, I assume at this point you have made your way to some body of water or another, or are you still in the water where it ends in the tunnel, right?
Oh, no, I'm gonna kind of, I don't know, I'm gonna start leading them into, the
all right.
area.
So you hold your breath, you lead them into the pool where you were before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me see if I can get sheets open yet. Okay, looks like Deshauna has dropped out of chat here, which hopefully means that he's either rejoining or rebooting. Looks like fairly shortly. Oh, he didn't even go in with you. Never mind, I shouldn't have saved with him. But very shortly, you see that one of the crewmen, ironically enough, the crewman that passed out before, you look over and you see that he's kind of starting to breathe the water like you are. Roll again. and then a few seconds later, one of the other ones does. And you basically make it to the machinery at this point.
Okay. I suppose it was just the one lever, right? Or was it multiple levers?
There's multiple levers. This is a complicated machine.
Okay.
And actually, I need to pull open that description here.
I guess I need to ask my little wormy friend which one I'm supposed to pull.
Your wormy friend know this. Let me see.
Why would she know this?
Can't really answer that without spoiling stuff.
If she doesn't know this, I'm just saying bullshit and I'm leaving.
Okay, where did the thing go?
Because I'm not going to be attacked by a bunch of different pod men.
So basically, this is, first of all, this is gigantic in scale, but this is a complex series of switches, levers, wheels, and gauges. They're the same bronze-colored material as the pump sort of assemblies from outside. And I know there's a roll that you can make. Okay. You didn't... Oh, I'm the one that has your character sheet, so let me look at that.
I'm in roll 20 now.
Oh, you are? Okay. You do not have proficiency in Tinker's Tools. So roll me a... let me see... Okay, that won't help you. Roll me an Arcana check, please. You have no idea how to operate this machine?
Arcana be better? I feel like my Arcana should be better, because isn't that kind of like the basis of my...
Not really. I mean, your character is more of a religion-based character, and you do have proficiency in that, but your intelligence is not stellar. So, that's why.
Oh, thanks.
But, so you don't know how to operate this. Let me see. So your friend responds, I know of this machine's operation, but how it is operated, only the master deals with that. I can tell you that it will turn the waterfall on, it will turn the maelstrom on and off, but I don't know what particular configuration of controls would do that.
So, essentially, what you're telling me is I came down here for absolutely no purpose, because there's no way for me to get in touch with this dead master. And if I end up in one of those pods, I swear to God, I will rip you out of my body myself and stab you until you writhe away into dust.
I'd like to see you try. You've had experience with the sort of pain that we can inflict. But that is neither here nor there. Serve the master well, and you will be rewarded. Fail to do so, and, well, you might wish you were in one of those pods.
If I don't know how to do this, and you don't know how to do this, then how are we supposed to figure out this information?
Oh, my dear Inanna. Have you never heard of a ruse? You simply wish to get your friends interested enough. And the machine is an easy target, an easy means to an end, if you will.
What exactly would you like me to do from this point?
Leave these men. Tell them to figure it out on their own. I'm sure that they will be amusing. And then let's go and see if we can lure more of the crew and passengers down here. I'm sure the master would be pleased by that.
Oh, it's going to take a heavy persuasion or deception roll to get these guys to willingly stay down. Oh.
Well,
They're all standing by the contraption, right?
They are swimming kind of by the contraption. There's really no place to stand per se. It's just kind of all
right.
like
Standing is like a relative term.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, I'm gonna say, you know what? Those levers look really heavy. I'm gonna go find some extra help. You guys start kind of pull them down.
Okay, so roll me a deception, please.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank God.
20.
You're way too good at this.
I know. I love it. It's so fantastic. I can literally get away with anything. I may not be very, I am intelligent in certain aspects of my field, such as things that could possibly kill you, minus whatever, god of small, whatever. But I definitely know how to deceive people, which it's a great aspect in my life. It's definitely very similar to real life.
Sorry, just rolling something off camera here real quick.
No, I know you're rolling for all of them.
You don't know what I'm rolling for.
We are, do.
So okay, all right. So basically, now I need to roll for that. Maybe somebody did 20. I don't know. They kind of. Oh, I should roll for this other guy actually for that. Spin. Oh, yep. No, he's breathing water now too. So yeah, they basically say, right, just see if you can't bring up somebody that knows what they're doing. Maybe I don't know, maybe an engineer or something like that might help. They basically kind of wave you off at this point. You emerge from the water. You notice the other guy's nowhere to be seen.
Right. So essentially, what this is, if I'm understanding this correctly, my little friend, companion, compadre, whatever you want to say, you're basically luring people down here to be sacrificed to your master, and that's why it would please him. Am I wrong or am I wrong? I'm kidding. I know I'm right.
Well, one must prove worthy to be a sacrifice, mind you. Those three that you have brought are worthy to be bait and not much else. You understand. The master has standards, as does Kelvar Shanuth.
Wait. Out of character.
Yeah.
So she serves a different master than Helvar Shanuth, or
yes.
Is she talking about the same person?
No, the one that you are devoted to is called the Wanting, which is another of the elder deities. They're kind of in a similar vein, but yours has to do more with, No,
I mean the worm thing.
Oh, the worm thing.
Yes.
That has not. Well, yeah. Okay. Based on what you've heard, yeah, they basically all serve Kelvar Shanuth. And from what it sounds like, the worm things are also subservient to whatever this Ishil is that they keep talking about, the master.
Kwalandu. Okay. Okay. So what I'm assuming at this point is that really she's wanting me to get all of my unteammates down there because they're more worthy to be sacrifices than just common ship hands.
If by unteammates you mean your party members, yes.
Yes.
Basically, not that in particular, But basically, it seems like they don't want the plebes for sacrifices, is what they're getting at. So they might, they might want the captain. They might want, the more affluent people on the ship down there. You don't know what the qualifications are necessarily.
Okay. All right. So who is gonna be? I'm gonna, I guess, swim around a little bit and try to find somebody else up on shore.
Okay. So while you are doing that, because we have a Daishana now, I'm going to go ahead and cut away.
Yes.
Which means I'm going to switch my map back here.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Give me just a moment while I tweak my other screen.
And like I said, sorry about it. Sorry it took so long with me coming back.
No worries.
You're okay.
You having technical difficulties with Discord, or?
More or less, yeah. I went AFK for dinner, and when I come back, I was disconnected from Discord. So.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That happens.
So meanwhile, okay, so where to start this off? Basically, so Thorgrin, you wake up. You actually wake up and you feel like basically like arms basically underneath your arms, like dragging you. Eventually you're pulled onto shore. You look over and you see basically Perry's first mate, Aaron, has dragged you up. And just basically is kind of just making sure you're awake and all right and everything. You're pretty beat up. You can also give yourself a short rest if you need it, which means spending hit dice, stuff like that. You basically have been unconscious for about an hour at this point.
So is Aaron the mermaid?
Aaron is a Triton.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah, she's like a mermaid, but she has legs instead of a tail.
Did you sing it for me?
Sorry, what?
Did you sing it for me?
I still didn't get that.
Like a mermaid? Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Like a mermaid. Just for the very first time.
So, I would like to request that Aaron help me get back to, what do you call those things? It's been a whole week, maybe 2 weeks. A hole that's on the bottom of the water that leads to the tunnels that get out.
You're talking about the drain assembly things?
That's why I couldn't remember that word. Yes.
Yeah. The thing that leads to the pump.
Yes, I would like to ask Aaron to help me get down there and send me through the pump again, the drain again.
What the fuck?
That's not a good idea, she says. I barely survived the last time. I don't know what's happened to the captain. Matter of fact, I should go look for him anyways.
So that's a no? Okay.
That's a no, yeah. So with this, she basically swims off.
Is it possible for me to try to swim down there without her help?
It's possible, yeah.
That's good. But you should probably listen to her.
Ben, are you just trying to kill yourself?
Are you talking about in real life or in the game?
In the game, but we can talk about real life later.
You and I can't talk about real life. I guess I misunderstood. I feel like that's what Harry and I discussed doing. Oh, sorry, Electro Ninja and I discussed doing as a strategy. Maybe I misunderstood that.
No, what I said is that we would try to go through the tunnels to go face off against that monster that we know is down there.
Okay.
We're not trying to escape. We're basically, right now, we are kind of trying to get to where Inanna is.
I wish you'd said that clearly when we first discussed it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I probably should have. I didn't completely understand that Inanna was still over there.
Okay, so I guess what I want to do with my turn is try to find my unparty.
Okay.
See where they are?
So, you are a dwarf. You have dark vision, so you can see a little bit better than Perry could. Still, you can only see about 60 feet from you, which isn't going to cover much territory.
Did you say I'm better looking than Perry?
Sorry?
Did you just say that I'm better looking than Barry? Thank you.
No, he said that you can see better than I can.
Better looking. I understand. Thank you very much.
So make me a survival check just to get your bearings here.
Okay. Loading slowly, sorry.
No worries.
Have the page. And survival.
Okay. And give me high or low in your favor.
High.
Okay. So you start making your way along the beach. At this point, Daishana, we at the end of last session off camera, we basically discussed what you were doing, and you were basically swimming up in Thorgrin's direction.
Right.
So you do you see Thorgrin up, basically walking kind of along the shoreline. You've traveled out, a few minutes to get there.
Right.
Well, more than a few. It would probably be about 15, 20 minutes.
Of course, when I do catch up to him, I do go back onto the land, of course, with my sea elf disguise up again.
Okay.
There you are, Thorgrin.
Good to see you.
I was wondering where you fell out, where you came down at.
Don't know.
Did you find anything if you went through there?
If you go through the drains, you do end up outside, but it's very, very hard to go anywhere because the maelstrom is so strong.
And you lost your hammer.
Yeah, you did lose your hammer in all that chaos.
The man's very sensitive about his hammer.
I didn't see it, at least not yet.
Thank you.
I'll keep an eye out, though.
So do you guys continue going?
Yeah.
Are you heading back toward the ship, or are you looking for the hammer? I've heard various courses of action here.
Well, if Thorgrin is searching for any more of the group, I'm going with him just to maybe figure help keep an eye out this way. If he don't spot someone, I might.
So is the plan then to move toward the encampment or away from it? You keeping going in the direction you have been going, in other words, or?
Thorgrin?
Oh, I thought that it wasn't my turn anymore. Yes, but I want to go back toward the encampment.
Okay.
All right.
What about you, Dashana? Or Talia?
Yeah, I'll head back there too.
Okay. So easily enough, you head back to the encampment. Are you keeping pace with Thorgrin? Because you could easily get there quicker by swimming.
No, we get there quicker by swimming instead of walking.
You could.
No, I'm just gonna keep with Thorgrin this way.
Okay.
This way, on the way back there, if, like I said, there's a chance I might spot something he don't.
Sure. Are you going to be in the water, or are you walking?
I'm walking.
Okay.
Like I said, I back in the sea elf form, so.
Okay. And you're just kind of keeping an eye out for general mischief and/or the hammer.
Yeah,
Okay.
that and anyone else that we might spot, like a certain parrot.
Okay. So I need both of you to roll me perception, please.
Mm-hmm. Whoops. I'm still on my spell list. Perception. There we go.
There we go.
Okay. You don't spot Perry. You don't spot the hammer. You don't really. I mean, this is basically a deserted stretch of beach until you get to the encampment, which is rapid. Most of it at this point has moved next to the machine. But there are still a few stragglers. There's a dwindling bonfire, which is the first thing that your eyes gravitate toward because it's glowing thing in the darkness. But you do make your way back.
Probably around the same time that I do.
Yeah, actually, around the same time, you see basically from the other direction, you see a very bedraggled-looking Perry kind of approaching the camp. And if any of you are looking, you see basically Inanna under the water. Doesn't look like she's coming out.
Well, I guess I should say that it's good to see you all again.
It's good to see you too.
Feeling.
So, who's up for destroying whatever's down there?
Yes.
Well,
Sounds great.
I'm going to have to try and help Thorgrin find his weapon first.
I have other weapons.
Frel, that's gonna be hard to find.
I believe I have other weapons.
Yeah, I believe you do as well.
Aaron? I should ask. Yeah, I'm asking. Wait, have you guys seen Aaron?
Yes.
We should find her first. Where did you see her? Where did you see her go?
She went toward the water, I thought.
Yeah, she headed off basically in the opposite direction to where you guys ended up going. So counterclockwise, essentially, along the map.
Frel. She's going the way that I just came from.
So we go that way.
She's probably looking for you.
Yeah. Well, in that case, we can go around and those of us who have to be on land can go along the land, and those who are of the sea should probably start searching the below to see if they can find Thorgrin's hammer, I'd say.
I have an observation about that. Can you hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
According to my inventory, I have 2 hammers.
No, you don't. Basically, there is one that's a one-handed and one that's a two-handed. So basically, the way that your Warhammer works is what's called a versatile weapon, which means if you wield it in one hand, it's going to do I think it's a D8, and if you wield it with 2 hands, it'll do a D10 as a base damage.
Okay, so that's actually one weapon.
It's in there twice just for convenience. Yeah.
Okay. So for that reason, I guess, just seems like such a pain in the neck to find that thing.
Yeah, and you do have other weapons. You have a hand axe and a crossbow, I believe. They're not as good of a weapon, but they would suffice in a pinch.
Well, I have magical weapons as well.
You can make a weapon magical, yes.
Well, I'm talking about spiritual weapon and wall of fire.
Oh, yes. Yeah, also those.
Which I imagine could be very useful against aquatic creatures.
Well, yes and no. It's not something that you can cast in the water.
Yes.
But if an aquatic creature is on the land, yes, it would be very effective.
Okay. You're right, wall of fire couldn't, but I don't see why spiritual weapon.
Oh, that's what I meant, wall of fire. I'm sorry. I should have specified.
Okay.
Yeah, spiritual weapon will work more or less anywhere.
Okay. I think we ought to just go, guys. I think we shouldn't waste time on finding my weapon.
Well, we should. Well, are you sure? I mean, it's a very powerful weapon.
We should put a limit then on how much time we're going to search, because we are now 90 minutes into the final session and I've done nothing.
Okay, fair point. Yeah.
Well,
if you
say
Hey, but to be fair, To be fair, I've done something. It's just something you guys don't technically know about in character and not necessarily a good thing.
Yeah, a lot has been accomplished at this point. It's just it's been in different scenes, so it's like it's
Quadrants.
But everybody's basically back together, so that's progress.
I'm going to suggest that if we're all interested in finding my weapon, then we set a time in the real world of 6 p.m. That's 25 minutes of our time. If we find it, good. If we don't, we proceed without it.
I say well, it's not going to actually take that long. We would probably, in the real world, we would probably just do some rolls, right? DM?
Yeah.
So it would basically be one investigation roll for each of us, probably.
To speed things up, yeah. I mean, if we're really being thorough about this, I'd do roll investigation by area kind of thing, but
to save time, yeah.
Yeah.
So
just
if we haven't found it by 6, then we move on. Sounds like you think it's going to take less than that. Sounds like we have an agreement.
Yeah. So I say yeah. We do a quick search, and if we don't find it, basically we're going to search those of us who go by land will search across will go around the border, and those who can search by sea can go around the ocean, can just search down below to see if it went down there, and then if we don't find it, we'll be back here.
You want us to do that in sequence or all at once?
All at once.
Jay?
Yeah, just do it all at once, yes. Investigation checks.
Because I could have sworn that was Zephyrin speaking for you.
Yeah.
So, just one investigation roll then, right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a bad investigation.
What do we do here?
Looks like...
you could say that maybe that will be... maybe he thinks that he finds Aaron, but it's actually just like seaweed or something.
Actually,
like it's Aaron's body.
So you sort of basically. So Thorgrim, as you're searching around the perimeter of this, the beach, the perimeter of this pond. You see what looks like a face underneath the water, and basically, as you move forward to investigate, a wave hits, and you are kind of actually make me a dexterity save. I'm going to say with advantage because of your dwarfishness.
That's what she said.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. My bad. I was trying to move my mouse.
Okay, so you managed to avoid being washed in. But yeah, you see this face under the water. It doesn't look like it's moving.
That's what I found investigating?
Yeah.
What would I roll to determine what I do or don't know about this thing?
Are you trying to establish if you recognize the face, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Or what it might be.
Well, that would be 2 separate rolls. You know what? Just roll me an straight intelligence check.
I tend to pass those.
It's a save, but I think it's the same modifier anyways. High enough in any case. So yeah, basically, as you're looking at this, first of all, it's you do recognize this face. It basically looks like it is one of the passengers that you've seen on deck, but not particularly interacted with. It is basically a middle-aged man with kind of like bushy sideburns, clearly dead. From the looks of it, he basically has been sitting in this water for a while. Your guess would be he's one of the ones that was washed off of the ship and did not make it, and just basically has been in the water here, rotting.
For like the past hour.
Well, more than an hour at this point.
So, am I correct that there's been an effort to corral and bury bodies?
There has been, yes.
Then I would like to try and pull him at least out of the water and onto the beach.
Okay. Why don't you make me a athletics check, please?
I tend to fail those.
Yeah, you manage it. You pull it out. There's it hasn't been that long in the water, but yeah, it's definitely like the flesh is kind of starting to get spongy and smells very bad as you start disturbing it out of the water. But you know, you've been around enough dead bodies to know that's not an uncommon thing. But yeah, you managed to pull him out onto the beach. Let's go back and look at everybody else's investigation checks now.
I accidentally sent mine like 3 times. I didn't mean to do that.
So, Inanna doesn't find anything, obviously.
Ouch.
Yeah, actually, nobody finds anything really of note other than that. Your hammer does
So,
not
do we
seem
do
to
it
be
all
there.
over again?
What's that?
Well, obviously, I'd probably run into Aaron because I was going to go around that way.
You don't run into Aaron, actually.
Oh, really?
Really?
That's. Oh, fudge, that's not good.
I did a roll to establish what is happening with Aaron, so, you know, that has not been left out of the equation.
Okay. Well, I
And
guess
Joker, if you're
try.
watching, this was done completely randomly, so don't hate me for it. Or love me for it.
All
But
right,
yeah, at this
so
point,
I guess
at
we
this
should
point,
start.
several hours have passed. At this point, you're convinced that you know you've done as thorough of a search as you can without literally combing every square inch of this place, which would take forever.
Well, we tried. I guess we should just start heading down there and see if we can take this thing out.
I thought you said you wanted to search until 6 p.m.
No, I said that we should search until. We should do a quick search.
Yeah, you guys. I mean, I'm leaving it up to you, but at this point, you've done as thorough a search as you reasonably can with the
Okay, great.
the amount of supplies and everything. You don't want to be taking forever doing it. So you head down the tunnel.
Sure. Yeah, I guess that's the best option.
So are you going to try to do it the same way as before using the rope?
I was just gonna say we should just dive down there. All 4 of us as quickly as possible. Maybe the swimmers go at the front and the back, I'd say.
Kind of help the ones that need it.
Yeah, exactly.
Bear in mind, at this point, you have one real swimmer. The other one can just breathe water, but swims just about as well as any of the rest of you.
Okay.
And of course, there's Aaron wherever Aaron ended up.
At this point, yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. I don't know. Maybe have Inanna take the back then.
Okay.
I'd say. Are we all in agreement with that?
That sounds reasonable, yeah.
Sure.
All right. So I need basically everybody but Talia to make me an athletics.
Athletics. Do.
Oh, God.
My athletics is not good.
In particular, this time around. Well, let's see what happens with that natural one. Okay, it's not severe. Inanna, basically, as you're kind of swimming around, basically trying to navigate your way in darkness, and I do realize you have dark vision, but still it's kind of murky water. You can't see very far. You get separated from the group. So I mean, you kind of know which way they're headed, but you've lost line of sight to them. Let's see. So we have the rest of you are okay. Now at this point, I need everybody but Inanna and Talia to make me a Constitution save.
Constitution. Thank goodness. Oh, fudge, that was bad.
Thanks, Roll20. Oh my god. Captain Perry.
How bad is it?
You're supposed to be the nautical expert here.
And I guess
You passed out.
I frickin' passed out.
You passed out.
Is anybody gonna save me?
Yeah, basically, everybody but Inanna is within line of sight to you. So I'm assuming somebody probably grabs him.
Maybe not.
Well, you're...
Anybody
yeah,
gonna
you're...
save me?
Don't everybody
Anybody
step
gonna
forward at
save
once.
I do swim over to grab him, yeah.
Okay, yeah. You why don't you make me an athletics check? It's going to be a pretty easy one because he's pretty light.
Yeah, plus he's underwater, so...
Yep.
I thought what you said, right?
Yep. That's barely enough. Yeah, so you managed to basically drag Perry to shore. You see, let me go ahead and change the map here. As eventually, Inanna, you do catch up to the group. You kind of basically know what to expect, and most of the rest of them don't anyways, so go ahead and get other map set up here. And let's get rid of these guys. Oh, that's the wrong map. Wrong screen, rather. And this guy is gone. Alright, let me move the rest of you on there. Let's do Perry over here. And Talia. Let's just drag Perry out. And then we need a Thorgrind. Let's put you in an actual... Oh, you are in a square. Never mind. Close you. So basically, because it's been a while, I'm just going to go ahead and give you guys a description of this chamber again as you are coming in here. So you emerge into another immense chamber, the far side of which you cannot see. Two things are suggested by the wall behind you. It is nearly, if not perfectly, hemispherical, and it is quite clearly artificially carved into the oceanic bedrock. Judging by the curvature of the wall, this chamber is far less immense in scope than the previous one, but still mammoth in proportion. Though the stone floor beneath your feet is not underwater, it is very slick, seeming to be coated in some sort of foul-smelling slime, likely the source of the putrid scent from earlier. In this chamber, the odor is overpowering and almost palpable. You taste it as much as smell it. Lining the walls in staggered tiers are interconnected spherical glass pods about 5 feet in diameter filled with a sickly green-tinged fluid that might be fouled water or might be something else entirely. It quickly becomes obvious they're not empty as the hands and faces of people, living people, press themselves up against the glass. In the center of the room is a massive pool of what looks to be the same fluid, its depth unknown due to the murkiness. Rising in the center of this pool is a huge circular bronze altar that reminds you a bit of an open anemone, its 13 horns, each impaling a pallid humanoid body, their blood dripping down to stain the water below. A slight ripple presently passes along the surface, its source somewhere lost to your eyes in the darkness. And suddenly you hear a deep, sibilant voice speaking directly into your minds. Ah, my honored guests, blessed of Kelvar Shanuth, I have been expecting you.
Do I wake up yet?
Yeah, you basically are just coming to as this is happening.
I pull out my gun, ready to fight.
Okay. Is anybody else reacting to this?
I have my weapon ready and my Lyre in basically as my shield now, like looking around. Just ready for anything at this point.
I guess I really don't have to do anything.
I curse you from the depths of the Fearnhold.
Me?
I'm speaking to the entity.
Okay.
I curse you from the depths of the Fearnhold, you filthy beast.
There is no response, like not even like laughter.
Acknowledgement.
It is basically so. Suddenly, the ripple becomes awake, and you see a dark shape coalescing out of the inky darkness. Its precise form obscured by the water. It could easily be a huge shark or a small whale. Oh, I should show you guys this. However, the shape that partially rises above the water next to the altar is neither. It is a nightmarish beast of a pallid gray-blue color, its armored head adorned by a spiny fin and 3 elongated eyes stacked one on top of the other. From behind its massive head... Sorry, what?
Isn't this the logo from your channel?
Shh. From behind its massive head...
Real quick, can I roll something to know?
Real quick, can I finish my description? Please.
Yes.
From behind its massive head sprout 4 undulating tentacles. With one of these, it proceeds to remove one of the sacrifices, an elvish woman, from the altar, and move her out of sight beneath its head. A sickening crunch can be heard even through the water as a fresh cloud of red stains the water around the beast. I am Ishil Kwalandu the Ageless, continues the voice in your mind, chosen of the great devourer. I have seen the rise and fall of the elder gods, and the corruption of the old order wrought by their kin. I have lived a great many more centuries than your mortal minds can comprehend, and through that time I have learned much. Rejoice, blessed of Kelvar Shanuth. Not only will your blood bring in the devouring of this plane by the great beyond, but you will achieve what many mortals have sought, true immortality. Your thoughts and your memories will live on in me, and through me you will see all things restored to their proper primordial order. So, Zeph, you were saying?
I want to know if I know what this thing is.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Yeah.
Please be good. Oh, shit.
You do not know what this thing is. It is, from the appearance of it, some kind of aberration, which would definitely track with its apparently being a devotee of Kelvar Shanuth.
Holy frick.
Inanna,
I know what it is.
you recognize this as an aboleth. They are...
You can tell us what it is?
So basically, just to tell you what you know, they are basically elder aberrations. They have, as his monologues seem to suggest, they have been basically around since the beginning of time, as far as anyone knows. But they are basically these elder, powerful, arcane creatures that live in dark recesses, aquatic places, typically beneath the sea. Very powerful, very intelligent. They pass on their knowledge to their offspring, and they absorb the knowledge of any brain they consume.
Any brain they consume. Oh my god.
Yep.
Okay. First of all, I want to start by confronting my own little friend and being like, how the hell is this a blessing? I'm not trying to be eaten by a giant fish.
You think so much in the temporal. You should be thinking in the eternal. Ishil Kwalandu can grant you that.
I would like to eternally be alive and able to walk on land. So I'm not really up for being fish bait.
By the way, speaking of, are you out of the water at this point?
What?
Speaking of, are you out of the water at this point?
I can't be.
So you're basically in the edge of the tunnel where the water ends?
Oh, hell yes. I'm not moving in.
All right, just making sure for my. So I actually should move you back to the. We'll just put you on. I'm on the wrong screen again. Put you on the edge of the map here. You're actually a bit
I'll
further
go
back
ahead.
from that.
Huh?
You're actually a bit further back from that, but that's where the map ends. So.
Okay. I'll go ahead and tell everybody else what he is. Like, exactly. Like, same detail that you just described
Okay.
him, but I'll give them that same information so that they technically have it as well. But yeah, I mean, I would, yeah, same comment. I would really prefer not to be, shark bait, ooh ha ha.
Well, we gotta kill it first. I jump into the, I jump up into the air, ready to, with my gun ready.
You'd be so quick to reject the blessing. Perhaps not so quickly.
If he attacks, then I fire off 2 shots.
He doesn't appear to be making any aggressive moves at this point.
It's not necessarily quick to reject it. I'm just quick to question. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with requesting answers or perhaps a change of procedure. Maybe we could make some amendments or addendums to the contract.
Are you finished?
Yeah.
I was speaking to the winged one. However, all your questions will be addressed. You basically, Perry, you have pulled your gun at this point?
Yeah.
Okay. We will not be so quick to attack when you see my ally. At this point, basically, out of the darkness steps Aaron. With
you son of a bitch, and I fire off both shots.
Basically, Aaron, let me finish the description here. And Aaron is holding Soul Forger in both hands.
Oh. Now she's pissing everyone off.
She has pissed me off for the last time.
Then what are you gonna do about this, huh? She's got your hammer.
It's not my hammer. It's
No, I said Ben.
Is that from love speaking for people? It's actually his main talent.
Sorry. I got confused.
Well, I assure you, Aboleth Beast, I would rather die than be consumed by a nasty hell creature such as yourself. Prepare to be destroyed.
Such short-sightedness. Very well.
Is that a short joke?
For that, Electra, you're going to need to roll initiative. Anyone else
We all roll initiative, right? We all roll initiative. Right?
Anyone who wishes to engage this thing, or act in some initiative fashion, should roll initiative. Yes. Okay, so Perry, I guess your shot does go off. Are you shooting at the beast?
Yeah.
So let me go back to what that roll actually was. Where is it?
It was a nat 1.
It was a nat 1. Oh, look at that. So first of all, okay, not too severe of a one. I'm trying to remember how this misfire thing works. I believe that does it just automatically jam, or is there something you have to roll for that?
I think it was just a jam. I don't remember. I think it might just be a jam.
Let me open up that thing again real quick. Let's see. Attack misses. Weapon cannot be used again until you spend an action to try to repair it. Okay. So yeah, it's just basically broken at this point. So you need to take an action for a Tinker's Tools check in order to get it functional.
Okay.
Keep that open so that I know the DC. And are you where you're going to be on the map?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna I'm gonna fly around to like here-ish.
Okay. And how high up?
To basically keep as much distance between me and Aaron as possible.
Okay. How high up are you?
Frel, like, I kind of want to be like 20 feet up.
Okay, you can definitely do that. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, Talia,
All
it's
right,
your turn.
hold on. I'll be back in the call in like 2 minutes. Give me a second.
Okay.
Okay. Before I do anything, real quick, Bardic Inspiration when Thorgrin.
Okay.
Thank you.
So that's a D8, right? That he can add to any D20 roll after he's made it to increase his chances.
I believe so.
Pretty sure it's a D8 at your level.
Yeah, it comes a D8 at 5th level, so yeah, it would be a D8. And then I'm going to, let's see, what can I do here? What's my range on Shatter? 60 feet. I'm missing something here.
Yeah, you're definitely within 60.
Yeah. I'm going to try to use Shatter on that thing.
All right. Can you click the spell for me?
The description, you mean?
Yeah.
All right. Whoop. There it is.
Okay. Template radius sphere. Okay. It is not made of stone, crystal, or metal. Are you casting this at 2nd level?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
I'm going to try to center it.
That's a Constitution save.
If I can, I'm going to try to center it. Whoop. Almost didn't take it up to take measure. Right about there. This way, if it's able.
I had my map covered up. Could you click that again?
Right about. I'm going to see if I'm able to. I'm going to try and center it here. I don't know if it'll reach Aaron, but if it does, it might get both him and her.
No, with 10-foot radius is basically 4 squares. So basically a square that's 4 by 4. So there's no way to get both, but you will definitely get the beast in there.
Yeah, I figured I'll roll that so you'll know how much damage it'll do if it works.
Okay, so he's going to take half of that, and then let's see, what resistances do you have? Okay, so that's going to be. Basically water just like erupts in these massive like ripples for a fraction of a second, and this thing kind of shakes a little bit. You're honestly not sure if you damaged it, but it seemed to kind of be stunned for just a fraction of a second as this loud noise erupts basically next to it. That thing is not doing anything at this point. Thorgrin, it's your turn.
I would like to try and use, let me see what the name is. I would like to try and use a spell to blind the aboleth. Now I want to try Sacred Flame. That's radiant, that's light, right? If I can.
Yeah, it's radiant damage, but it's not bright enough to blind something.
Okay. Closer. Okay, let me see here. Remind me again what spiritual weapon is.
So spiritual weapon, basically, as a bonus action, you can cast. I can't remember what the range is on the initial cast, but it's fairly close. It will basically creates a weapon that you can attack with on as a bonus action on each of your turns.
Okay. Well, I guess I would like to try to fire my light crossbow at it and then attempt an attack with spiritual weapon.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the crossbow first, I guess. Okay, what is your... Oh, no. Okay, why is that not filled in? Okay, you managed to stick a crossbow bolt into this thing. Yeah, it kind of basically sticks in its kind of joint in its armor plating. And that does that much damage. And then go ahead and roll your spiritual weapon. Hang on, could you click the spell on spiritual weapon first? I just want to see what the range is.
What level am I casting this at?
That's up to you. Basically, it will have more effect at higher level. I think it adds damage dice depending on the level you cast it at.
I can't see what my level is based on the screen I'm on right now.
So basically, you can cast up to level 7, right?
Okay, that sounds good.
Wait, no, sorry.
Okay.
I was talking about your character level is 7, yeah. So you can cast up to level 4 spells.
Okay.
Okay. So this you cast at third level?
4.
4. Okay. Oh, I see. That's the attack rolls up there. Well, shoot. Actually, that's not what I wanted, though. I just need to see the actual description here. Okay, range 60 feet. I think you're in range. Yes, you are. Okay. You know what, though? Because I told you to click the spell, and I'm going to say that was not your actual attack roll with it, so why don't you go ahead and click it again?
So you're going to make sure that you go to the spell list and then click the I button.
Understood. Thanks, Jay.
Now, this is my bad. I apparently did not have the spell set up correctly.
Or no, the chat bubble thing, I think, is the actual thing that you want.
Oh yeah, that will do it. I tried to have them set up to where they just automatically do it if you click the spell, but this one apparently slipped by. That is elemental weapon. I need you to actually just click the where it says spiritual weapon like you did before.
Oh my gosh. So do the same thing I did before. So the opposite of what Zephram said. Okay. Thanks, Zephram.
Okay, that's at least not a natural one. But yeah, this thing basically seems like this hammer comes down and just like glances off of its armor. Like it doesn't even seem to flinch. And that's is that it for your turn?
Yes.
Okay, this guy's turn. Talia, high or low?
Hi.
Okay, going for Perry. Perry, I need you to make me a wisdom save.
Wisdom save? Okay.
Oh, hang on.
This is going to be bad, isn't it?
First of all, he's going to kind of pull himself over to the edge of the water there. Then he's going to do this. Oh, boy. So you're
failed,
enslaved.
didn't What?
You're enslaved. Basically,
So I need to play my character as if I'm attacking the others now?
you're under the aboleth control. You can't take reactions. You and the aboleth can communicate telepathically over any distance. When you take damage, you can repeat the saving throw. On a success, the effect ends. Yeah. Subdue the others. It whispers into your mind, and you feel compelled to obey.
Sure.
I love it. All of these effects that never work, they work on parry, apparently. So that's fun.
It's not fun for me. It's annoying as heck.
Oh, I know it is. I've been there as a player.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so that was his action, I believe. Yeah, he's going to stick it right there. Lauren's turn. Do I have Lauren open? Or somewhere? Yeah, that's her. Okay. So... Aaron, you notice, is moving fairly carefully. Actually, no. Aaron's just going to freaking jump in the water. Why not? What's your swim speed? Oh, did you not put it? That must be the 40. So, 10, 20, 40. Hops out right there. She's going to spend 1, 2, 3. She's going to spend her. She's basically taking a dash action. Is going to close with Talia and Thorgrim, brandishing Soul Forger. Perry, your turn.
All right. So I'm gonna. So wait. I am going to repair my weapon.
Yeah, that's a valid option. You're definitely more effective that way. So go ahead and roll your Tinker's tools.
Alright, Tinker's tool, Tinker tool. Where are you? Did I forget to put my freaking Tinker's tools? Shit.
I believe it was there. Maybe remember it was somebody else's sheet I was looking at. And that's a DC 8 plus misfire. So you need a 9. Right?
I don't see it. Shit.
Yes.
Should I roll dexterity?
This would actually be intelligence plus proficiency bonus.
So intelligence plus my proficiency?
Yep.
Alright, add 3 to that, so 9.
Add 3. Okay, so 9. Yeah, you just barely make it. But you do get your gun repaired. I don't know if that's good news or bad news for you, but it is what it is.
It's bad for them.
So are you, you have a movement and a bonus action left at this point.
I guess I'm gonna wait a minute. Could I don't remember if I can grab someone if I with a bonus action.
Not with the bonus action, no. Basically, if you had used an action to attack, you could then. Somebody's got music going.
I'm gonna move over here so that I'm just above so I'm just floating above Thorgrim.
Okay, you can definitely do that. You still have 20 feet.
What I'm doing is I'm giving R an advantage.
You would need to drop to ground level to do that.
Okay. Then then I'll drop to ground level then.
Okay.
I guess.
Technically, you're giving her flank, which gives her a +2 to attack. But yeah, I know what you're doing. That said, that guy's going to hang tough. Thorgrim, it's back to you.
Am I aware that my cohorts have been magically overtaken?
Roll me an insight check.
Okay.
Yeah, this seems like Perry at least seems like he's being compelled, and you would guess based on Aaron's sudden change in behavior that also both of them are being magically compelled to.
Okay, I think as a cleric, I would be wise to try, let me see, remove curse or protection from evil.
Protection from evil, I'm pretty sure, will not do it. It will prevent them from being charmed in the first place, but against a target that's already charmed.
Okay. I think I want to try and cast remove curse.
So let me take a look at what that does. Does this specify anything that would break it? Okay. All right. So you casting remove curse?
Yeah. Okay. I was waiting on a response, but I may have been wrong to do so.
Okay. And who are you casting it on?
Perry. Oh, wait a minute. Aaron, because I want my hammer back.
Fair enough.
That's
since this is a touch spell and you have a target that's not exactly willing to be touched, why don't you make me a attack roll? Roll a d20 plus your strength modifier.
What screen is that on? I apologize.
So if you go to your main character sheet page, the core, you should have along the left-hand side of your attributes, and then there will be a modifier next to them that says what...
Strength, you say?
What's that?
Would you say that again? What's the instruction?
Strength, roll a d20 plus your strength modifier.
Okay, where is my d20? Sorry, that's the thing.
/r space d20, and then plus whatever.
If you were to click your strength, then you would be able to do it yourself. Then that would also work.
Oh, that's true. You could also do it that way.
It's like strength? Okay.
Okay, yeah. I would say you easily managed to connect with the touch with that. So remove curse. Unfortunately, nothing seems to happen.
Okay.
You definitely see that the spell has gone off, but it doesn't seem to have had any effect on whatever is controlling her.
Okay, so I need to do, not need, I can use spiritual weapon as a bonus action again, right?
Yes, you can.
Okay, there we go.
And he has not moved more than 20 feet, so it's definitely easily closed with. Unfortunately, once again, bounces off of this thing's hide.
I'll keep trying.
Okay.
We're going to get out of here, even if we have to feed Perry to the aboleth.
Hey.
All right, let's see here.
Yeah, but I knew you'd be late to say it, so I said it for you.
Okay.
All right. Well, I guess you're just going to find somebody to attack, aren't you? I'm going to go over. What's your speed?
Did I miss anything while I was gone? Not really.
Everyone died?
No.
Fair.
Okay,
Continue.
Okay, he's going to basically move over here. And he is going to ready an action.
Oh boy.
You see this thing basically like move up to the edge of the water and tentacles at the ready. Aaron. I guess Aaron is going to attack, and this is where things are going to get complicated because I'm not using her actual weapon damage on this. So she is using. She's a two-handed. Oh, first of all, she's going to rage because why would she not rage? And
I don't know why wouldn't she?
If she had used it up, but she really hasn't. That said, I'm going to... I need to look at what rage bonus is, unless it's in here. No, it's not.
Also, Anna might want to roll her initiative.
Well, that's up to Inanna to decide. At any point, Vanessa, if you want to jump in, just roll initiative.
Okay.
So level 7 rage. I guess I should see if this hits first, technically. Level 7 still is going to be at +2. Okay. So I would say a 28 is probably going to hit you, Thorgrim. What is Ben? I'm just going to ask you, since it's on your sheet. What is the damage for Soul Forger in two-handed?
That is 1d8 plus 3.
It should be more than that.
Oh no! Is it you want one hand or two hand?
Two hand.
1d10 plus 3.
But there should be an additional fire damage also.
It is not where I can see it.
Here, let me just do this to make it easy. This is not an actual attack, obviously. So that's going to be. So first of all, her strength is more than yours, I think. So that's +1 from that, and then +2 from the rage. So that's going to be 7 bludgeoning and 4 fire damage to you, Thorgrim.
To me?
To you. As you get hit in the...
So let me see. Now, I'm taking away hit points, right?
Yep.
How many hit points do I subtract?
I don't think you're particularly resistant to either of those, so that's going to be a total of 11. That was actually a very dismal roll on that weapon, but that's probably good for you. Oh, shoot,
Okay.
I forgot that thing.
Hit points.
That's okay. Perry, it's your turn.
Points.
You have a working
right,
gun and you have a flank.
Huh?
You have a working gun and you have a flank.
Yeah, I'm going to use my gun with just one shot on Inanna.
You will be at a disadvantage to do
That's
that.
rude.
Huh?
You will be at a disadvantage to do that from being within melee range of somebody.
That's fine.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
Freaking! Why is this thing taking forever to load?
Let's roll 20.
Why the hell are you trying to fire at me? I didn't do anything.
I'm evil right now. I'm being controlled.
Oh, fair enough. Okay. Yeah,
You-
see,
well,
you didn't say that. You
is
said
that-
I didn't miss
I didn't
anything.
realize you did.
Well, hang on. You were told to subdue them, and she hasn't really been participating in this. So,
Oh,
this is your character,
okay, yeah, you're right.
and play it like you want to, but just pointing that out.
Okay. Yeah, I think that he would try and get he would get her involved, kind of.
Yeah,
Shit.
if that's what you want
Why
to do,
did I
do
close
it.
that?
What's that?
I freaking closed my thing again. Character sheet.
Over.
All right, pistol on Inanna.
Okay, and 11 I think is going to miss you, right, Inanna?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm
where
pretty
to
sure. I'm pretty sure that's lower than your armor class.
AC.
Yeah, my armor class is 13.
Okay, yeah, definitely. So you basically
Yeah,
see
I just
Perry
wasn't sure.
point this pistol over at you and fire. Are we using one barrel or two, by the way?
One.
Okay,
So
so
I'm gonna
fires a
have to
shot.
reload
It basically ricochets off of the wall next to you. Kind of. Actually, let me roll something here. No, just ricochets off the wall. And is that it for your turn, Perry?
Yes.
Talia, down to you.
All right. Got a choice here now, don't I? I could either go for Aaron or I could go for that thing again. And I don't got anything that can remove the curse either.
Wait, would I have to roll initiative?
You may roll
I just wanted to try and remove the curse.
What's that?
Would I have to roll initiative if I just wanted to try and remove his curse?
Yeah, anything you want to do to interact with this, you would have to roll initiative for.
Okay.
And you would come in basically next round.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I would let you come in this round because you've been observing stuff. But, if your initiative is higher than 21, it would be next round.
Oh, let's see. This is like a thinky.
Let me see this. You know what I forgot I did? I forgot I put in yesterday at one point, I forgot I put in 2 other first level spells for myself. That was one of them. I'm going to use that on that thing, the not on Oren, on the other guy.
You're going to need to approach it then. Because this emanates from you. This is basically anything within 5 feet of you is affected by this.
Alright, never mind then. I don't want to get that close.
Okay. Well, come on. What harm could that possibly do? Make sure we got Inanna on here. Inanna, did you have your token selected?
No, I'm trying to redo it, but my computer's acting up right now.
Okay. Well, let me know if you need me to do it.
You know what? This don't come from me. I can put it in. I can put it within in range of me, basically, or I can put it out further. I guess. I'm gonna use Cloud of Daggers on this thing. Put it right on this guy.
Okay. So which 5-foot square within the space are you putting that on?
Hang on, let me. Oops.
Okay, Inanna has disconnected from Discord or Roll20, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and roll for you.
Okay.
Assuming I can get your sheet open.
It says, the description is it's a 5-foot cube, and it's centered on a point I choose within range.
Right. Just basically pick a 5-foot square to put it in.
All
right.
Like I said, I've made whoops.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, and this is going to take effect when he starts his turn.
Get rid of that other little one. There we go. I had put an extra little cube in the other square. I just deleted that one. But the one I have there is where I'm putting the Cloud of Daggers.
All right. I'm just going to roll physically for Inanna because I can't get her sheet open either. And of course, that's a cocked die.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 plus... Do you remember what your dex modifier is, Inanna?
No.
Okay, we'll just put you at... We'll say 6. Okay, are you doing anything else, Talia?
No, that's a... Oh, wait, I can still use the bonus action, right?
Yes.
Alright, well... how many uses of Bardic Inspiration do I have here?
Charisma modifier,
One thing.
and you regain expended uses when you finish, I believe.
Alright, so it's equal to my Charisma mod?
Yeah, that's how many times you get
Right.
it. I believe it refreshes on a short rest now.
Yeah, my Charisma's at 4. My Charisma mod's at 4. I used one on Thorgrim, so
Yep.
he's still got that Bardic Inspiration on him.
Yep. So you've got 3 left after this one, or 2 left after this one. I'm sorry. Assuming that you're doing it.
Yeah, if I use it, the thing is, I don't know who I want to use it on. You know what, Inanna, because this way it'll give her a better chance to break that curse.
You see basically this pool that the aboleth is in. It starts surging outward in this massive like tidal wave kind of thing that kind of goes out all around it. So 20 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, basically. So let me move this just to see. Yeah, that square counts as being in the water, I guess. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, Thorgrin, Talia, and then I'll make one for Aaron. I need a strength saving throw, please.
Alright, I gotta open my sheet here. Yeah, like you said, roll 20 is being a little pain in the butt. Still a slight delay with my character sheet open, but then again, when I was coming back into the game room, it did say they were having some trouble on their end with some lag and everything.
Yeah.
Maybe everyone's playing
I
today.
I honestly suspect some hackers may be behind this. So, Thorgrin fails.
Strength saving, right?
Yeah, strength saving throw. Thorgrin is the only one that fails that, oddly enough. Yeah, the other pool of water is too far back to do anything. Because Inanna, you're still in the water, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That said, but you do kind of hear from behind you the same thing happens back in the corridor where Inanna is, and you feel yourself, Inanna, being buffeted around by this wave, but in game terms, it doesn't have any effect.
Okay.
But Thorgrin, you are pulled 20 feet. Oh, he still has a ready to action too. Oh, that's brutal. So you're basically pulled into the water next to him. I know this is kind of a partial space, but you're in the water part of the space. And I need you to, not prone, I guess, is not going to matter. I need you to make me a Constitution save, Thorgrin. I'm sure that makes it. Let me find his sheet again. Yeah, I rolled something accidentally. Disregard it. Okay, here we are. I don't even know what it was I rolled. Initiative, apparently. So, yeah, you easily made that. Basically, you entered this, like, foul-smelling, murky water, and at this point, it is going to... It's all 3 of those, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. It's going to attack you with 3 tentacles. I believe a 19 misses you, right?
Wait, can I have my first initiative roll?
My armor?
Yeah, so 19 misses you, but a 28 hit. Sorry, what was that?
Is my initial...
So, Vanessa, I'll deal with you in just a second. What did you say, Ben?
So my armor class is 22.
Okay, so the
So
28.
I missed everything you said after that.
Okay, so the 28 hits. So you take 15 bludgeoning damage. I need you to make me another Constitution saving throw, please. So you were saying, Vanessa, about the saving throw? Or about the initiative, I'm sorry?
I was just wondering, so when I rolled initiative at...
Do anything?
I don't see anything.
Me either.
So when I initially rolled initiative before I clicked my token, it was 14.4, and then when I rolled it after clicking my token, it was like 5.
Yeah. So we'll use the 14. I'll just change that right now.
Oh, there it goes. It went through.
Okay, so we'll use the first one. So you do succeed on that one. So now I need to go and put this into descending order again. And then, okay, so we're at initiative count 20 at this point. Yeah, and that's what happens. Sorry, this is the first time I've run a creature with both legendary and lair actions, so bear with me. Inanna, it is your turn.
Do I not have... I have something to...
If you're thinking of what I'm thinking, it's... I think we established it's not effective against this sort of thing. Let me see if I... Oh, I can get your sheet open. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you're trying to remove curse, it doesn't work. Slap me.
Let's see. Yeah.
We know it didn't work the first time I tried it. We don't know that it will not work.
If you just slap us, we'll wake up, I think.
If you take damage, you will get another saving throw.
Yeah.
But it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to come to. It just means you get a chance.
Yeah. So there's a decent chance that we'll wake up if you slap us.
Can I use this? Oh, wait, no, that's not right. So that's not what
You're talking about the. You're talking about the. What's it called?
Font of inspiration, basically.
Oh yes, yeah. Counter charm is the one you're talking about, right?
Huh?
Counter charm is the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the one we established before. Unfortunately, it will not have effect on ongoing charm effects. It will, however, affect saving throws. So if they, for instance, if they take damage and are forced to take another saving throw, then that would be effective on that saving throw. But it won't automatically break the charm.
Okay.
And based on your Arcana roll on the aboleth, I would say that you pretty much know that there's a chance that this will break the effect, but it's not guaranteed.
Okay.
I am going to also roll something here. Okay. That's not ominous.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fudge.
Can say that again.
That's really not good.
No, it ain't.
I don't know. I thought I had something that I could do.
I mean, that is something. It's going to improve their chances. But it would mean they would need to be in a situation where they're making an additional saving throw for it to be effective.
Yeah, so slap us.
Okay. Hold on. What about this one?
We're doing competing charm effects again, are we?
Yeah.
Actually, this one is not technically a charm. It's a fear.
just to try and kind of get.
Yeah, I would say that would work as described, but it's not going to break the charm. Well, it will cause damage, which will give them a chance to break the charm, but it won't necessarily break the charm. But it will override it, if that makes sense. So they will, they will do what the spell says. It's just they will be charmed afterwards, assuming they don't make the saving throw,
well,
or they fail the saving throw.
I mean, at least it'll give everybody else the opportunity to,
do something.
Help do something. Okay. All right. And the melody will be, I got your picture.
Okay, please no copyright stuff.
So who are you casting this on?
Okay.
Okay. So Perry, make me a wisdom save.
Alright.
Hey, there's a
that
good
one.
save to fail. So let's see. Did it roll your damage yet? Yes, 7 psychic damage, and you may go ahead and make me another wisdom save.
Please succeed. Oh, fuck.
You are still charmed, or enslaved, I should say. All right.
So,
At
But at
that
this point, you're racked with terrible pain. So, hey, that's great.
At this point, Inanna, you are racked with terrible pain.
I figured that
let's
was
see.
gonna
What's he going
happen.
to cause? Where is it?
I kind of thought that was going to happen, but, I knew I was taking a risk. This is what I get for trying to help you guys.
19 points of psychic damage. This is excruciating, even compared to the first time. It was like that was a warning shot. I would not be so recalcitrant if I were you. Play along, little girl. And with that, Shokulandu's turn.
Remember, the cloud of daggers is on him.
Oh, that's true. So you haven't rolled damage for that yet, right?
No, but I did now.
10 slashing damage. Why does it have an attack roll attached to that? That's weird. Okay, so...
Yeah, I'll have to check on that. I think it might be checked as an attack roll.
Okay, so
Check
Shokulandu
to make
is
sure.
going to make a short move out of the cloud of daggers. And then is going to do some more tentacles here. So I can find his sheet. Here we go. Oof, that looks like 2 hits. The AC is 22, right? Ben? Did we lose Ben?
Ben?
I don't know. I can't hear him. If
It
he's
looks like
talking.
he's trying to talk, but not.
Yes.
Okay, there you are.
There he is.
So your AC is 22?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you-
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
that's going to be a total of 20 bludgeoning damage, 92 Constitution saving throws.
I'm dead. 8 hit points. So if I got 20, then I'm dead.
You're unconscious. Your hit point maximum, I believe, is more than 20.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
So do I come? So do I come down to a 0?
You come down to 0.
Yes.
Yes, you're unconscious at this point, and you will be making death saving throws unless somebody intervenes.
Okay, I'm gonna bring it down to 0. And you said Constitution save, is that correct? Hello?
Yeah. Go ahead and make me 2 Constitution saves, because this will affect things if you're revived.
It's delayed. I just hit it and it hasn't done anything yet.
Okay.
So I just hit it twice.
No worries. We'll come back to that. then when it actually goes through. Oh, there we go.
There it goes.
So the one is a success. The other one, basically, you need to mark down that you're diseased. Nothing's going to happen right now.
Where do I write that down?
Wherever is convenient. You might want to use the notes section of your character sheet somewhere, or just write it down physically. Whatever works best for you to remember it.
Okay, I'll look for that. Okay.
All right.
All right. I am going to. I guess I'm gonna shoot someone. I'm gonna shoot. Actually, no. I'm going to pull out my sword with my other hand, and I'm going to strike at Talia.
Okay. This is an offhand attack.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it. 13, I believe, is a miss.
Yeah.
So you
13 miss.
Yeah, Talia, this scimitar comes at you. You duck under it, but Perry is right in your face, looking menacing.
He looks menacing. He can look menacing?
He looks bird-like, and birds are scary to some people. Talia, it is your turn now.
Alright, well, first of all, the Cloud of Daggers isn't there anymore. It's the concentration, so basically him attacking me broke that.
No, you haven't been damaged, and so you haven't lost concentration yet.
Well, it only lasts for 1 minute anyways.
Well, a minute is a lot in terms of combat rounds.
Yeah.
Basically, if you take damage, make a Constitution save, and that will determine whether the Cloud of Daggers goes away. That
True.
said,
Alright.
how effective it's going to be in the rest of the combat, I don't know. It's really depending on if anybody moves into it.
Yeah.
But I remember where it was in any case.
Real quick though, bonus action using. Forgot I gave myself this bonus action using healing word when put the description up there for you when Thorgrin, because I should be in range to use that for him.
Yes, you are. It's a 60-foot range. So what level are you casting that at, first of all?
Let me see what level. I can cast it at the as high as I can go with my spell.
As high as you have spell slots for. So in theory, up to 4, assuming you have blown all those.
I'm gonna do it at 4th.
Okay, so roll me 44 plus your spellcasting, plus your charisma mod. Okay, so Thorgrin, you are back conscious with 13 hit points.
Thank you.
And it is your turn.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. Sorry. Talia, that was your bonus action. You still have your action and stuff left. I apologize.
I'm going to try to... screw it. I'm going to try to hit Perry.
Okay. Roll it.
Let me get back to my weapon here.
Fortunately, Perry returns the favor and just ducks under your spear thrust. Which looks like it would have been a nasty one had it hit. And are you moving anywhere? Or doing anything else?
I don't know exactly where I can move that. Someone's not going to get an opportunity attack here on me.
Yeah, you pretty much would have to move within these two spaces here, which wouldn't affect much unless you wanted to put yourself in a flank.
No way. The only other thing I could do is if Anana's going to attack, if I did move there, I'd be in flank, but we'd be flanking Perry.
It'd be a double flank sandwich.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said I don't know if I want to do that. I'm not going to. I'll just stay where I'm at.
Okay. So now, Thorgrin, it is your turn.
I'm going to continue to try to remove curse from Aaron.
You're going to have to touch Aaron to do that, so you're going to need to leave this thing threat range.
I'll say it again?
You're going to need to touch Aaron to do that, so you're going to provoke an attack of opportunity if you do.
I need to try.
Okay. All right. So first of all, yeah. He hasn't used this yet. Big old fishtail. What looks like, if you guys have seen basically a sturgeon tail, almost like a shark tail, but more like membranous fin with a little spine going up the top of it, splashes like out of the water, like, well, it's inside the water, but it's kind of breaching the surface, slaps up and attempts to attack Thorgrim as he's leaving. No, this would be out of the water, actually, because this is as you're leaving his threat range. And, like, resounding clang as it hits off the armor and nothing happens. Unfortunately, once again, nothing happens with the remove curse. Go ahead and move yourself next to Aaron somewhere, by the way.
Okay. Let's see here.
Whatever square. Actually, let's see. 1, 2. Yeah, you can pretty much move wherever. Yeah, that'll work.
So I have a bonus action, right?
You do, yes. You still have a spiritual... Oh, hang on. No, falling unconscious, you would not have a spiritual weapon left.
Okay. So
wait, actually, hang on. No, I'm second-guessing myself here. I don't think that's a concentration spell. If it's not, then you still have it. Let me look. I mean, not that you couldn't cast it again.
Right.
It is not a concentration, so it is still up.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Who's that going for?
So that is... I'm assuming it's going for the fish.
Yes. The aboleth, yes.
Yeah, the aboleth. So yeah, basically you see this like glowing dwarven forge hammer, like actually mash this thing kind of like in the gills, or what you would assume are the gills, kind of the openings in its face, and he takes so total of 14. You've put a little hurt on this thing. Doesn't look like it's slowing down yet, but it's looking damaged.
I have a question.
Yes.
Was I the first one to hurt this thing?
No.
Okay. I
Backtracking on that. You were not just now the first one to hurt it. I know that you heard it before. I can't remember if that happened before or after the shatter.
don't think you told me that I heard it.
You shot a crossbow at it, and I told you it
Okay.
connected.
Okay, but it didn't cause any damage. Didn't lose any hit points, I thought.
It did. It lost hit points.
Okay.
Maybe I described it wrong, but it lost hit
Yeah,
points.
you
with
did
that.
get it.
Excellent. Okay. Piece by piece, we're going to take this thing down.
Yep, you're whittling away. So at this point, initiative count 20. I really should have this marked, except I'm not sure how I would do that. In any case, so what are we doing here?
He's just trying to remove curse on Aaron.
Yeah, no, that didn't work. We established that. First of all, Thorgrim, are you done with your turn? I don't think you have any actions left.
So, yeah, I think I'm done. Yeah.
Okay.
Other than, we're going to send you back where you came from, you ugly monster.
Inanna, Thorgrim, and I'll roll it for Aaron. Strength saving throw. Once again, Thorgrim, you are the only one. You are pulled into the water. And I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw. More than fine on that. Let's see what that 20 does.
It's really good.
You may take away your existing diseased effect. Your dwarven,
Sweet. Did you see where I wrote it?
your dwarven antibodies have kicked in.
Did you see where I wrote it, though?
I did not. I haven't looked, honestly.
I put it in as an addendum to the alignment.
Okay.
Lawful good disease.
There are those that would argue lawful good is a disease.
Yeah, me.
We've passed Patrick out of this.
All right, so yeah, you may take away the disease effect that is existing because that's the severity system for you. Okay, so that was their action. Now it is Inanna's turn.
And she's not back.
Inanna is not back. I guess we're skipping her, and we're skipping Sokar because he may or may not react to anything objectionable. Oh, Inanna's typing. Inanna's not going to do a darn thing, lol. So we're back to Shokolandu. He keeps getting this one target. It is what it is. Yeah, he'll try to slap you with his tail again. And that's going to clang off of your armor again. So Erin's turn. Erin has a convenient flank going here if she moves, so why would she not do that? Oh, I forgot something about the... Okay. But just keep me honest here. Remind me if you're moving more than half of your movement with the move action, because something's supposed to happen.
Okay.
I've been forgetting
Just
about
me
it.
or
Anyone that is walking on this slippery ground.
okay.
So probably not you, because I imagine you're flying.
Yeah. I mean, I'm hovering right above the ground, but
Yeah, you're not contacting the ground though.
no.
So keep me honest on that one, because I got a lot of things to keep track of here. Witness me just now finding the right character sheet. Okay, so we're going to... Oh, and you've got 2 attacks too. I forgot that. So we're going to roll them now on Talia with +2 for flank. I'm pretty sure a 11 is going to miss you, but a 22 will hit, right?
Yeah.
+3 we established. Okay, so you're going to get hit, Talia, for 16 bludgeoning damage and 6 fire damage, total of 22.
All right.
I foresee death in all of our futures. Not that I'm mad about it. Not that I'm mad about it, but still.
You may survive, honestly, Inanna.
Yeah, well, because I'm the only one not attacking, because if I do attack or try to help, then I still get damage.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter in this day, so I'm just like, I'm not going to do a damn thing.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's what you got yourself into with the worm thing, and you knew it. It's not like you didn't know you were getting yourself into that.
I know I was getting myself into it. I was trying to help people.
Oh, I know.
And then I tried to help people again, and yeah.
It was a very heroic in character thing. Maybe not so in character for Nana, but it was a very heroic thing to do. But it has some consequences.
I don't know. She was getting like these like warm, heroic, tingly feelings, and she never wants to experience that again.
Yeah.
But just remind me in the near future not to do anything to help anybody.
Only if it's out of character.
Okay.
All right. So that said, so Perry, it's your turn.
Okay. Pharrell, why did I have to close this thing? I am going to use my sword again. Remember, this is with disadvantage.
Okay. So that will be...
And
how is that with disadvantage?
That's going towards Talia.
How is that with disadvantage, by the way?
Because I'm using it with my offhand.
That won't be disadvantage. That will just be minus the dex to damage. In any case, I believe either of those would have hit, right, Talia? I think your AC is 16 or something.
My AC is 15, yes. So
15.
yeah, any of them, either one would have hit me.
That's weird.
Stop smacking your lips. I will fucking mute you. I swear to God.
All right. So that, and then let's see. So that will be minus the 4. So yeah, Talia, you're going to take 6 points of slashing damage, and I believe in the interest of obeying your commands, you probably would do sneak attack.
Yeah, probably. You're probably right.
So go ahead and roll that.
Wait, are they attacking each other now?
No, we're attacking you.
Aaron and Perry are attacking everybody else.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, except for
So
you.
I'm just gonna-
Well, actually, now she has
wait a
behaved
minute.
in a somewhat threatening manner, so she may be a target now.
Oh. Sneak attack attacks 2 people near me. It can attack up to 2 people near me, right?
No.
Wait.
It's a
Okay.
piggyback to a single attack, and you can only use it once per
Oh,
turn.
yeah, okay. I think that it's weird because the description is showing the fake description.
Okay.
And I got
So
confused there.
that is a total of 10 damage, all told, Talia.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. With that, it is your turn. You're in a murder sandwich. Into this round, by the way, I'm going to call a brief break, but I want to go ahead and finish out the initiative order.
I'm going to hit Perry again, or try to.
I believe that is going to miss, right, Perry?
I believe so. I think I have a 13
Okay.
AC.
We'll go ahead and check that now because it might give you another
No, it's
save.
15. It's a 15.
Well, it is definitely a miss then.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, go on. Sorry.
real quick, that bonus section, healing word at 3rd level for Thorgrim.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it. 3d4.
Whoops. The slash didn't go through.
You hit a period instead.
Yeah, I went to hit the slash, and I think
Yeah,
I
the
think the
keys are
period-
right next to each other. I get it. Okay, so that's 8 more points of healing for Thorgrim. Whose turn it now is?
How many?
8. Oh,
Thank
sorry.
you.
No. 8 plus what's your charisma modifier?
Oh, yeah, 4.
4. So a total of 12.
Yeah, I forgot to add the
Yeah.
4. That's my
Well,
mistake. I'm sorry about
I forgot to tell you to add it too, so that's kind of my fault.
I'm going to continue with the 2 things that make the most sense to me.
Okay.
So first of all, I'm going to try again to remove the curse off of Aaron, and I know that's going to open me up to a attack of opportunity.
It will indeed. So let's go ahead and roll that first. Oh, he's going to do a tail. Which unfortunately is going to basically, this time doesn't even connect with your armor. It just kind of basically thuds on the ground next to you, kind of squirting bits of slime all over the place. Yeah. So basically, yeah. So at that point, you can cast your remove curse. There is no effect.
I was supposed to click something. I didn't? Okay. Okay. Do I still have the opportunity to do that bonus action?
You have not used a bonus action, so yes, you may.
Okay. Is it elemental weapon I've been using so far?
Spiritual weapon you've been
What I've been
using.
doing, yeah. Huh?
Spiritual weapon is the one you've been using.
Spiritual weapon. Let me just find that. Go. And go.
Okay. That is unfortunately going to, again, thud off of its heavy armor plating. And we are back to initiative count 20. So, it's always Thorgrim and Talia and Aaron, so another strength saving throw, please. I don't know why
Okay.
the dwarf keeps failing these. It's weird. What's the DC on that? Oh, it's in here. Again, he fails. Good grief. Closer this time, though. And no surprise, Arin remains on her feet. But Thorgrim, you are once again... Whoops. Oh, that's the wrong screen. You are once again pulled 1, 2, 3, 4, a little bit deeper into the water this time around.
I think it's attracted to me.
And roll me another Constitution save. That's kind of right on the borderline. Let me see what the actual DC is on that. Okay. Yep, you just made it. So let's see. That was legendary action. Inanna, you doing anything? Inanna may be still AFK. I don't know.
Huh?
Are you doing anything or just watching it?
Oh, hell no. I'm not doing anything.
Okay. And Sokar is likewise not. Let's move here and do some tentacle attacks then.
Oh no, those are bad.
Well, one of them misses. 11 bludgeon. Do you have more than 11 hit points remaining, Thorgrim?
25.
25. Okay. So you are actually still conscious because you take 23 bludgeoning damage, but I do need you to make me 2 more Constitution saving throws.
So I'm down to 2, right? 2 hit points?
Yes.
You said a Constitution saving throw.
2 of them. Yes.
2.
Okay. You may once again add the disease condition on. It's not going to do anything for the moment, but it's there. And Aaron with the flanked attack again. Okay, I believe both of those will hit. AC is 16? Talia?
Yeah.
Okay.
15.
15. Oh, that would have been an 18 anyway with the flank. So that's going to be a total of... Oh, I need to roll the damage separately because that's on a different thing. Okay, so that's going to be... plus 3 is going to be... 13 bludgeoning, 2 fire from the first, so a total of 15, and then 16 bludgeoning, 6 fire, total of 22. Oh, I think that's 37 total.
Wait, she's hitting twice with Soul Forger?
Yep. She is a barbarian.
Wow.
She has multi-attack, or extra attack, rather.
Shit. So how you doing?
What's the total damage?
Total was 37.
Oh, I'm down.
Okay. Would a 15 would not have dropped you though, right?
The 15, no, that wouldn't have taken me out.
So you are just down at this point. You haven't. You
Yeah.
don't need to make any death saves or anything. Or I guess you would automatically fail them if you took damage subsequently. But yeah. Anyways, it's not happening. So we are recording at this point again,
Okay.
and it is Perry's turn. Speaking of that fateful shot,
This could be the last moment of this campaign. Alright. 1 bullet going straight towards Thorgrim.
well, good thing for that high dwarven AC.
Yeah, and let's thank goodness that I didn't have advantage.
Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered with as many hit points as he has left, unless you manage to one-shot kill him, which is possible if you do enough damage.
Well, he only has 2. He only has 2 hit points.
Right, but in order to be dead in one shot, you would have to essentially bring him to negative his hit point maximum with that shot, with the one hit. Otherwise, he would be in death save territory. But regardless, it is a miss. So
Does it bounce off of his armor and hit the aboleth?
No.
Oh, man.
That bounce off the wall.
Yeah, it literally basically, since they're both in the water, your shot fires actually fairly straight, but loses enough momentum when it hits the water that it just kind of like pings lightly off of his breastplate and just kind of floats there. Well, it doesn't float, it starts dropping because it's a bullet, but it doesn't ricochet very far. That
right.
said,
Time for your death save.
is that it for your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, Talia, time for your death save, yes.
Alright.
Come on, nat 20.
That would be helpful.
So I'm hoping. Yeah, it would. That's change. Here we go.
That is not a nat 20. That is a fail. Fortunately, not a 1.
Yeah.
So Thorgrin, you are still holding in there.
Just barely.
So I'm in the water. Am I being held on to by the aboleth?
You are not. It's flailing tentacles at
Okay.
you. It so far has not seemed to try to grab you at all.
So I'm too far away, I think, to go and try to remove curse from the Triton.
You could shoot her.
I could.
You also, I believe you do have healing spells if you want to use those.
On myself?
On either yourself or Talia. Because healing word, I believe you have, which you definitely are in range for.
Oh.
Matter of fact, I think you could even hit Anana with that.
What?
So yeah, I'd like to do that. I'd like to do healing word on her.
On Talia?
Yes.
Okay. We'll go ahead and what level?
4.
Okay. So that is 7 points of healing, Talia. Is that right? You just did first level, or?
4.
Okay. Why don't you roll me 3 more d4s then? Oh, hang on. So, okay, sorry, I missed the top thing. Sorry, a total of 14 points of healing, Talia. Because I'm an idiot.
Okay, nice. I'm back up.
For the moment, anyway. Inanna still spectating?
And then with the bonus action.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Yeah, I'm not.
Good.
I'm not gonna
It's
do.
not bonus action, right?
Yes, you still have a bonus action.
So spiritual weapon at the aboleth.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it. Oh, hey, it connects. So total of 9 force damage. Sure,
Come
I counted.
on.
You know what? I don't
Kill
think I don't think I counted the higher level cast last time when it hit. So I'm gonna go ahead and add another 4 points to that because that's approximately what I missed. So that's going to be a total of 13. It does not seem to like that, but it doesn't seem to be slowing down either. So Inanna is trying not to get killed. Sokar is not doing anything.
Yep, it's kind of my goal right now.
Yep.
Is trying not to get killed.
So Kalandu, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna try for a tail slap.
Here it comes.
Oh, that's Sokar. I don't want Sokar.
Sokar, what's Sokar?
That's the thing that's
The thing
inside
that's
you.
in
Oh, okay.
You-
That's
in,
the name?
in character, no one knows this name, but yeah, that's what it is.
I never asked its name. How rude.
You never ask any of my NPCs' names. I feel so left out.
Well, I did ask the one guy's name,
You
and he
asked the
didn't
one.
answer me. So,
Wait, which guy was that?
the Puffion guy.
Oh, yeah, no, he would have answered you. I completely spaced on it because there was too much going on.
The one
So that-
time I tried to be, the second time I tried to be nice, and I'm just completely disregarding it. I'm just saying.
His name
This
is
is why I don't do nice things.
because he would have introduced himself.
Not that it really matters. He's probably dead by now, anyways.
I almost remember his name.
He's definitely dead.
He's not definitely dead.
He's most certainly
probably at least mostly dead, but where are you?
If he's mostly dead, there's a chance he can come back.
He introduced himself as Adrian Delgrave, by the way.
Adrian Delgrave?
Adrian Delgrave.
What a stupid name. I'm so glad I asked but didn't receive the answer.
He is definitely the douche character of this campaign, yes.
Nice, I'm so glad that he's dead.
Mostly dead.
Alright, so that was the Silk Valandu. Aaron. Well, Talia is back up at this point. Nana is out of the fight, as far as she can tell. So yeah, I guess we're going to attack Talia. That's a thing. Sorry, I don't mean to pick on you guys, but I also want to play smart people as smart people. Great sword, great sword. So we have, I believe the 1 hits and the 13 is going to be a miss, right?
Yeah, the other one missed.
Okay, so that will be... so 14 bludgeoning and 5 fire, total of 19. I believe that drops you again.
Yeah, that knocked me down yet again.
Okay, so you're at 0.
Yep.
Back to you, Perry.
All right. I need to reload.
Okay. Well, the party lives another round, apparently.
Yeah. So that's not a bonus action, right?
That is an action, I believe.
Yeah. So that's what I thought.
Reload requires an action or attack. So if you had multiple attacks, you could attack, but I don't believe you have multiple attacks.
No.
Okay. Although, if I was really rules lawyery as a DM, I could say that you could use the attack action and reload and get your offhand attack, but I'm not that rules lawyery. Plus, I kind of want you guys to not die. So you're reloading. Tully, it's your turn.
I know death saves, right?
You death save, yes. I'm sorry. Forgot you went down.
Ow.
Okay, that's a fail. Thorgren?
Okay, same basic thing.
So healing word?
Huh?
Healing word?
Yes, healing word.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that.
And I guess on myself this time.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I think we did it wrong last time around. I'm not going to backtrack it at this point, but I think you used 2 bonus actions instead of an action and a bonus, which is technically not something you can do. So that's a total of 14 healing, Talia.
He did it on himself, didn't he?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, that was a total of 14 on Thorgren then. You know what? For the sake of this campaign, at least, I'm going to say that you can substitute a bonus action for an action if you wanted to attack with a spiritual weapon, because that's how I've been doing it. So, it seems reasonable. You can swap a lesser action for a greater one.
So, another attack with spiritual weapon on the obelisk.
Okay.
Oh my god! This Siberian husky is so cute.
Today's non sequitur of the day brought to you by Vanessa St. John.
But he only has 3 legs! And it's so adorable!
Once again, glances off of this thing's armor. Let's see, what are we going to do here?
$500 for his adoption fee. Fuck that. You stay at three-legged in prison.
You know, yes, let's do this, actually. Target any number of creatures I can see in such water. Okay, so Inanna and Thorgrin, make me a DC... excuse me, I'm not going to tell you the DC. Make me a wisdom save.
Did you state whether or not I got any damage on that thing or not?
You did not.
Okay, thank you. Wisdom save. Okay.
Okay, so... Inanna makes this. You do basically feel... both of you kind of feel just this, like, seething rage, and it's basically kind of like, almost like it's coming through the water. It's hard to describe. So, but Thorgrin is going to take, me being in the right chat box to type things. Let's see, that is that many. You take 7 psychic damage, Thorgrin.
That's hit points, right?
Yep. Unless you have any resistance to psychic, and most people don't. Wait, did I just advance this thing accidentally? I think I did. Oh no, it would have been... Okay, and Ani, are you still doing nothing?
I kind of want to leave. I just want to swim away.
That is an option. I mean, you're not swimming very fast, but you can swim away.
It's fine. I'm just not going to do anything.
Okay. So neither is that thing. Show Quilandu. I guess he's going to do some more tentacle attacks here. And I finally get... Okay, there he is.
And...
all of them bounce off of Thorgrin's armor.
Yahoo!
Oh, I've been forgetting something, but it's not a huge deal. Alright. Damn it, Vanessa, start DMing me pictures of cute dogs.
Oh my God,
I'm trying to be evil here. How can I be evil when I'm looking at that?
his name is Mickey.
Alright, anyways, Aaron's turn. You are down. Yeah. Aaron's gonna go ahead and move over here and start attacking the person that's remained untouched. Well, relatively untouched. Nana, you get some Soul Forger swung at you several times. I believe that will hit you once, because I think your AC is more than 12. Pretty sure it is.
Yeah, it's 13. It's
Wow,
13.
not by much, but enough to ward off that one attack as you kind of dodge nimbly aside as this flaming hammer comes at you.
Well, that's kind of rude.
Thorgrin's sheet here.
Holy...
That's
frick.
not going to be, because that was a crit on the attack roll that wouldn't have happened. So that's going to be 12 bludgeoning plus 7 fire, total of 19. Unless you have resistance to stuff. Are you down?
Okay. Look at the picture I just sent you. That one ear that's sticking up, it always sticks up. In all the photos, that one ear is just sticking straight up and the other one is floppy. It's so cute. I can't help myself.
Alright. We want this window.
Wait, are you dead?
Did you just drop? Vanessa?
Huh?
Did you just drop from that?
Drop from what?
The damage you took.
You just
Did you not hear?
No, I wasn't paying attention. What did I do?
So Aaron, with her immediate threat dealt with, Aaron strode over and swung Soul Forger at you twice, missing once, and the second attack connected for 12 bludgeoning plus 7 fire, so total 19 damage.
Hold on. No. I'm not down.
All right. Well, you definitely have a charmed Aaron in your face. Speaking of which, other person that's in her face. Although is using a pistol.
Perry's gonna shoot at Thorgrin with double attack.
Actually, I guess Perry's probably not next to Inanna because Inanna's further back than she really is. But
oh boy.
Okay.
That's a lot of damage.
That is a lot of damage. However,
because that's 2 attack. That's 2 shots.
No, I know. However,
it's gonna be really funny after all this work. We all just die, and there's no resolution.
Yeah. Due to the effect of the wave, and I don't think Thorgrin has actually done anything about this, he is treated as being prone, which means your attack is at disadvantage. So that's not going to be the crit. It will still hit, however. So that's going to be 11 piercing plus... The right-hand column is your extra damage for the dual shot. Is that right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how I set it up. So 20 piercing damage altogether, Thorgrin, which I believe will drop you.
What was the 2 numbers though? Because I subtracted the first number and then you told me the total, so I'm stuck.
11 and 9.
So 11 and 9. The second number was 9.
Okay,
yeah, the plus, whenever it has the plus, that's the crit.
Okay, Zephram, I really appreciate your attempt to help. Thank you.
All right. You got anything else, Perry?
No. I don't think I can do anything else. Oh, wait.
Okay.
No,
oh, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Probably should.
Yep. Here comes a sneak attack on Inanna.
No, you cannot do it on Inanna. It has to be on the target you hit with your attack.
Oh, okay. I thought that it was... Okay.
Well, it's only 2 more damage. Is that minimum damage on that? Has to be. Wow.
I think... Yeah. So, is Thorgrin dead?
Ben?
I'm negative 11.
You would be at 0.
Somebody can tell me if I'm dead.
Yeah. Basically, unless you're going over your hit point maximum in the negative, you're just going to be at 0 and making death saving throws.
So where is my maximum?
Your maximum is on your in your character sheet. It is. Let me pop open a character sheet.
Character sheet.
Yeah. So basically, if you look at your current hit points, you see that?
Negative 11.
Yeah. And then you're going to be, it won't be negative 11, it'll be 0. But above that is your hit point maximum. It's a smaller number, kind of below initiative and speed.
Oh, 65. 65.
Yeah. So one hit would have to drop you to 65 below to kill you outright, which does not happen often. I'm not going to say it never happens, but...
It's rare.
Not often, right?
Yeah.
You know, don't sell Perry short. He's got a lot of initiative.
Well, he does have the highest initiative. That said, I feel bad for inflicting that pun on the internet at large. Talia, it's your turn to make a death save, apparently. That's another fail. Thorgrin. I guess death save for you.
What do I hit?
How to describe this? Where is it? So if you go below your hit points, basically, or right above your attacks to the right, You'll see a box that says death saves. If you actually click on the word death saves, it'll roll it for you. Or you can just roll a d20 because that's basically what it is. That is a fail. Yep. So you mark one failure. So you have to basically either fail 3 times and you're dead, or you succeed 3 times and you're stable. Yep.
You want me to keep doing it?
Only on your turn.
Okay.
So Inanna,
That was my turn.
you are now officially under attack.
And you're the only person left.
Well, you're the only non-charmed person left.
Racist.
Okay. Can I do this?
Okay. As far, you can definitely do that.
Do you think it would be beneficial in a way?
Sorry, what was your question?
Do you think it would be beneficial?
It would get them off of you for 1 turn, assuming they failed their saves. It would also allow you to do extra damage to them if you are attacking them.
Okay. So I could use my dagger or my rapier. And
any kind of attack. I believe even if it's a spell attack. Yeah, when you deal damage to it with an attack or spell. So like even if you cast Vicious Mockery on one of these guys, it'll add the extra damage. Yeah, I'm gonna say cantrips count as spells for this purpose.
What?
There's some debate as to whether cantrips count as spells, because they kind of are and kind of aren't, but I'm going to say for this purpose they are.
Alright, so I'll go ahead and do... What do I have to roll for an attack again? Do I just hit the... Do I hit the rapier, or do I have to hit, like, attack or something?
You hit in the weapons, or in the attacks box, you hit just the word rapier. If that's what you want. Now, are you doing that instead of the necrotic shroud?
No, I'm doing it with it.
You can't, because that is 2 actions.
Okay.
So it's one or the other this turn.
I use it in pair with an action, or with an attack.
What's that?
I thought you said that I could do it in pair with an attack.
No, it's on subsequent turns it will affect your attacks. And I guess if you had some kind of
subsequent turn. Okay. Then forget that. I just want to do the necrotic shroud.
Just the necrotic shroud. Okay. So then I'm going to say, Perry, you are close enough to be affected by this, and I will go ahead and roll for Aaron a charisma saving throw. That's a weird one.
I failed it.
Well, that's good. Yes, charm people failing saves is a really, really good thing, unless it's on the charm effect.
Yeah. Oh shit.
And what is the DC on this? What's your charisma modifier, Vanessa?
Is it the one in the big box or the one in the little circle?
It's the one in the little circle. No, wait, no, 20. sorry, the one in the big box. I got it backwards. 5. Okay, so that's 17.
I think it adds your proficiency modifier as well.
Yep. So 17. Actually, they both fail it. So they become frightened for you until the end of your next turn. They just become frightened. They don't have to run away or anything. But that will, I believe, grant disadvantage on attacks, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look at it real quick. Frightened has disadvantages on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. Can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. Okay. So that won't actually get them away from you, but it will keep Perry from closing with you. But that disadvantage on attacks and abilities is huge, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, What the hell, little worm creature? I thought I was supposed to be living through this shit.
I cannot vouch for the actions of others.
But you can do something.
I can do several things. What would you wish for me to do?
I don't know. Maybe tell them to not attack me. That'd be great.
We give yourself voluntarily to the master, or we can call off the attack.
You mean to be eaten?
I mean to do as he wishes.
Can we exclude being eaten as one of those wishes?
That would be for you and Ishokwalandu to discuss.
Yell out, I'll serve you, but please don't eat me.
If I do this, will you... Okay, wait, who's dead? Is everybody unconscious or who's dead?
Nobody is dead. But
nobody's dead.
Actually, roll me a medicine check with disadvantage. Let's be fair about this. Because you're trying to tell on the battlefield who's dead and who's alive, and they're not next to you. You don't know. Both Thorgrim and Talia are not moving.
Okay.
Probably me and Aaron are saying, serve the master.
Well, I mean, this is like an internal conversation, though. Like, I can hear her. She can hear me.
They can't hear you as far as you know, or they can't hear the worm as far as you know.
Okay.
Okay. So, if I do this, you will release them from their charms and allow me to heal them slightly.
If we release them from their charms, then they will make rather a wreck of things, or they will attempt to.
I will persuade them to stand down.
I'll make a persuasion with disadvantage. Oh God, what did I do? Still pretty damn good considering. I guess you're a persuasion monster, though.
I am. Persuasion and deception are my highest.
How do you have 11?
Expertise plus really high charisma.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's see. You know what? I'm going to roll this in front of everybody just to...
Oh, fudge.
Seems safer to just let them continue. If you're subdued, then you'll be serving the master's needs one way or the other. I could assist if you like.
It'd be much easier for them to serve the master if they were all healthy.
All right, at this point, it is beyond your turn, so...
Oh, right. Another.
Shokwalandu.
I mean, like, I know that I wouldn't be able to necessarily, like, heal them in the same turn. But, like...
You could, actually. But, of course, that's going to be, there may be a response to that if you do.
Yeah, no, I understand. But it'd be like, there's a very large discussion at play going on here.
Yeah, this is, I'm stretching the limits of the combat round here, I realize. This is happening mentally, so it's maybe a little faster, but that's about as much conversation as you're going to be able to have in the combat round. So are you going to attempt to heal someone?
Currently, there's nobody that I can reach in the immediate vicinity without having to go around either Aaron or Harry. And I know they're both...
Don't you have healing word? Vanessa?
Oh. Yeah, I think I do. But
that one you can use at range. And it is also only a bonus
my
action.
issue, see, I only have like 12 hit points left.
Right.
So if there's like racking pain again, then I would probably pass out.
This is true.
So I'm just gonna let it go now.
Yeah, you could heal yourself.
Could. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do that then, and then I will try to save everybody else.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your spell. You can use Cure if you have it, because you are definitely within range to touch yourself. That came out wrong.
Cure or Healing Hands? Which one?
If you're doing it on yourself, I would do Cure, because it's a D8 instead of a D4 per level.
Okay. I don't know. Where is Cure?
You may or may not have it. I can't remember if we gave it to you. It would be in your first level spells, though, if you have it. Oh, actually, it doesn't look like you even have Healing Word.
I only have Healing Hands.
You have Healing Hands. Okay. I keep getting those mixed up. That's your racial then, which means... Let's take a look at what that does. Actually, you touch a creature and heal a number of hit points equal to... Okay. Yeah, so you could do Healing Hands on yourself. But
Okay.
I forgot you weren't that kind of bard.
I'm not the nice one.
Well, sometimes even not nice characters have healing stuff because it's useful to heal your evil allies with.
Sorry.
So.
I don't know.
So you're going to heal 7 hit points if you use that.
Okay, yeah, I'll use that.
Okay, so you go ahead and raise your hit points up by 7.
You're gonna die.
Perry, you and you would presume Aaron here in your heads. That is enough. I think we have proven our. I'm in the wrong voice here. That is enough. I believe we have proven our point. She will cooperate, yes. You at this point hear this also, Inanna, in your head. It is a different voice. Well, you've heard this voice before. It's the Aboleth.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I grabbed Talia and start carrying her over to the master.
Mm-hmm. The master actually grabs Thorgrin and starts heading toward the altar here.
Yeah, we're dead. We just died. We lost.
Okay.
Is combat over, by the way, or is
Unless Inanna is taking any aggressive action, yeah, combat is over at this point.
Yeah, you're gonna die. We're all gonna die.
I love that optimism. You're so optimistic.
Well, I mean, we are literally about to be killed and eaten by a freaking aboleth.
Phrasing. Okay. We're gonna go out fighting.
Well, I mean, you're unconscious, and me and Aaron are being controlled, and Deshaun is unconscious.
So basically, it's all in Inanna's hands at this point.
In the words of Dylan Thomas, do not go gently into that good night, but rage against the dying of the light.
You're unconscious.
You're welcome.
I'd like to speak with the quote-unquote master.
Okay.
And try to convince him that the others, like Talia and Thorgrim, are much more useful to him alive, and serving him to give him more offerings and sacrifices than they would be dead. And as a great serving party to the master, he could have all of the offerings of the most powerful individuals if he so desired.
Roll me a persuasion, please.
Yes, sir. Don't have to tell me twice.
Okay, what do we got? 25. Oh, come on.
Cross your fingers, guys. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers.
I'm crossing them.
Alright, do you have anything special on that? Well, you don't. I'm surprised. So that will just be a wisdom check.
We survived, probably.
You have a mind.
Oh my god.
You have a mind I would very much love to sample someday. But that day will not be today. Yes, my Sokari servants have brought much in the way of sacrifice, but the fare is substandard. It's an inefficient way to gather the required blood energy. Very well, they shall serve me. So I'm going to say, for the sake of brevity, Talia and Thorgrim, your wounds are actually bound between the charmed people and Inanna, if Inanna wants to participate in that.
Sure.
You are
I don't know
all...
what that sentence means.
What's that? Oh, so you
I don't
are...
know what the sentence "your wounds are bound" mean.
So basically, Perry and Aaron are basically ordered to bandage you up, basically stop the bleeding. In game terms, you're stable, still unconscious, but once you get a short rest, you can pop back up on your feet again. However, during that time, you guys are basically all submerged. You end up basically getting the same affliction to where you can only breathe water. Actually, I should roll for that. Okay, that's how long that lasts. You are, for the time being, Inanna, you are not. Actually, neither of the two that are charmed, Perry and Aaron and Inanna, remain free, but the others are basically stripped of their belongings and put into these glass pods along the walls.
That probably means the amulet was taken too.
The amulet was taken, yes.
Which means that puts me back into the mermaid, my true mermaid form.
Yeah, you are a true mermaid form in there. The difference now being that you are unable to breathe air. But in the pods are filled with this liquid anyways, so it's not going to be a factor for the time being.
I think we should just say that this is the end, and that we serve him for the rest of our lives.
We could call it at that if you guys want to do so.
What do you guys want to do?
I'd be down. I think we should each tell how
Technically
exactly we
correct.
serve the master.
What's that?
Romantically.
We should each explain how we think that we would serve the master over the next few years.
Well, I think he really enjoys a nice barbecued parrot. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some salt water, make a nice brine, and brine it, I don't know, for a good 3 or 4 days. And then we're going to poach it in hot salt water and feed it to him like sushi. What was that?
Shush.
So now, when it comes to things like beak and
shut up.
Also bone.
Well, he obviously enjoys the crunch.
We serve him now. All of us serve him. He's not going to eat
all
us.
the bone and all of the beak until it's he doesn't consider parrots to be people, so we're going to cook that until it softens like a gelatin, maybe like a tendon, and serve it to him as a nice butch.
This will be years from now. Just saying.
Please.
Remember, it is possible. I'm assuming, with the possible exception of Inanna, that you all are eventually subjected to the enslave effect. However, it is something that is possible to break free of, particularly if you are away from the aboleth for an extended period of time, which you very well may be if he takes up Inanna's suggested course of action and sends you basically as bait to bring more sacrifices in.
Yeah, let's do it.
So, you're welcome.
So are we going to be going off to serve him?
You will be going off to serve him. Basically, your first mission is basically to cull out the worthy contenders from the crew and passengers of the ship, and bring them to him.
I say we do that.
Yeah.
We'll just cook the parrot.
Yeah. So that. Unfortunately, it's going to be less than a 24-hour excursion, so it's probably, matter of fact, I think that might not take you far enough away from him anyways. Let's see what this says.
Well, it's only the first mission.
Oh, they have to be a mile away from the aboleth. Yeah. So, yeah, this is only the first mission, so basically, without rolling things out too much, I'm sure that, a number of the people are wary of you, but through some combination of guile and show of force, you basically manage to abduct the best of the best from among the passengers.
Well, guile, show of force, a little bit of an honest persuasion, 25 to 27.
Yep. The rest are basically, Would he kill them? No, he would actually transfer them to the pods.
I'm surprised.
But yeah, after that, you end up basically getting set out. You team up with the Sokar, who are basically, their job is to, and they use tribes of these Sakalian that are basically willing hosts. That's how they got on the ship in the first place. They essentially use the trick that they used on you. They basically attack the ship, and in the chaos, the Sokar go and they choose victims. Did you team up with these guys?
With
What's that?
Probably the first.
So my theory was correct. So, true or false? My theory about the Sohagan was correct.
Which theory?
But they came to do something other than attack. They accomplished that, and that's why they left.
Yes, that theory was correct.
Thank you.
This is kind of interestingly a cool ending because it allows me to expound a little bit of what was actually really going on. Because you've shared.
Are we at an ending?
What's that?
Are we at an ending?
Yeah. I am going to basically.
Explain what happened for our next few hundred missions.
Well, let's just play the next mission. Just gonna roll for how many days this is gonna take each way. Okay, so everybody involved in this, with the exception of Inanna, who is at this point a willing participant, or at least under duress, a willing participant. If that makes any sense. So make me 8. This is wisdom saves, I believe. Yeah.
Everyone's making wisdom saves?
Everyone's making 8 wisdom saves except for Inanna. I guess I can make them for Aaron.
So we gotta do 8 of them, right?
Tell me if you roll a 14 or higher.
Just did.
Okay, so you break free on... Basically, the number of saves it takes you is how many days it takes you to break free.
I got a 3.
1 for Talia.
Where does my number show up that I rolled for? I've never seen that number before.
What number?
Well, okay, when I do the wisdom save, I don't know where the what number I roll shows up.
It
I
should
assume
be...
you see it and I don't.
That's weird. It should be right in the chat. I'm not seeing anything from your wisdom saves, though. So it may just be lagging.
Oh,
there it is.
There it is.
You survived. You did it in the second save.
Well,
So, of course,
Aaron does it on the
platypus
first.
takes-
Let's see if this matters. D20. Not very severe. She just makes it. So yeah, basically, eventually, on going about these missions, and you basically have done some pretty horrible things. You've lured a bunch of eminent adventurers, world leaders, powerful mages, things like that, onto another ship, which is basically headed for the Maelstrom. And you kind of come to on this ship realizing what you've done, and that is where we're going to end the session.
I say this is where we end the game.
Well, we end the game. That's rather. Sorry, I'm talking to my character sheets again. Bad habit. Should keep
You should
that.
put that on your dating profile.
Yeah, that'll make sure I don't get any of the pesky dates.
I forgot about the corpses. That might be a little off-putting to people.
I would assume so, as I haven't heard anything. I mean, I would assume not.
You would assume so? There you go. I was like, wait a second.
Listen to what I mean, not what I say.
I hate you so much. I hate you so much.